anti-black hostility. Anyway, let's go back to this letter. In recent years, American educational institutions have discriminated against students on the basis of race. Yeah, right. We know all about that. Including white and Asian students. Give me a break with that junk. White students have had all types of privilege. All types of privilege.
Their whole life.
Discrimination Asian students have experienced, it is not because of black people. We're not in those positions of power to discriminate against Asian students. And they themselves should know better than to join hands with the folks who are discriminating against all of us. Many of whom come from disadvantaged backgrounds and low-income families. None of them have lower incomes and lower net worth than African Americans. Okay? The average white family has 10 times more wealth than the average black family. And yet, letters like this and people like this try to make it seem like the most victimized person in America is the white person. That's preposterous. It is the white person who has benefited from systemic racism. It is the reason why the average white family has over 10 times the wealth of the average black family.
Oh, good day, family.
They've been able to flip this and make it sound like and seem like it's
this is our brother Corbett,
who are the true victims of 400 years of systemic racism. Let's go back. This is crazy on its face. These institutions embrace of pervasive and repugnant race-based preferences and other forms of racial discrimination have emanated throughout every facet of academia. I got to point out that all the programs that they are trying to wipe off the planet were programs to simply give African Americans an equitable chance.
Everything our ancestors done work for, y'all.
Because systemic racism
everything our ancestors done work for, done contributed.
A huge part of this country. Let's go back. There's more here. Lot more. This says educational institutions have toxically indoctrinated students with the false premise that the United States is built upon, quote, systemic and structural racism and advanced discriminatory policies and practices. Are you kidding? America has always been built upon systemic and structural racism. We're talking about a country that enslaved, that had black people listed in the law as chattel property. And then for another 100 years, segregated blacks as inferior. That was just in the 70s. So when did systemic and structural racism, when did it end?
When?
What year? 72, 73, 74, 85, 89, 91, 2003. When did it end?
Y'all, this right here is our brother Augustus Corbett. He's with the Defiant Lawyers Network. He's a lawyer, civil rights lawyer. You know, we listen to him quite a bit. And they trying to take away everything, y'all. Everything they trying to take away. Not only is Trump inciting the elimination of the Department of Education and the other departments and stuff. Now he going after and the black boys and stuff, the extermination of black boys and stuff. Now he going after our ancestors' contributions, everything that they done contributed. He trying to take everything away from us. You know, so I don't even understand politics because I wasn't even focused on that. And remember, I was telling y'all that I seen something about reparations. And I said, well, we better not hold our breath on it. Honey, how about we ain't even in position to be talking about no reparations? So why is that lady, the Presley lady, Why is she talking about doing another study? And they've been doing the study, y'all, for 30, 40 plus years on reparations. But why is this lady saying that they finna do the study on reparations again? And we ain't even got the House or the Senate, or the House and the Senate, however you say it. So see, I'm just like, yeah, this whole political bird and stuff, we need to get off of it. Black America, you either find you somebody, that can run. You can put your trust in, but you got to get off this political bird like this. You got to get your people. We got to get off of this political bird. Republican and Democrats, this back and forth, yeah. We got to get our people off of it. I don't see, how do our people literally sell us out over and over and over again. And everybody else done sold us out too. They done cut their own foot off rather than do right by Black people. I don't know. If anybody should be worried about hell and a lake of fire, it ain't us. It ain't Black people. It is not us. But yeah, let's get into it. We got a lot of stuff to do. I do want us to watch this video, and I might rewind it. Let me see how much it was. 30 minutes. At least so we can get the gist of it, the laws that he was talking about, and the ways that Trump is coming at things. He's a lawyer. He knows exactly what Trump is doing. Just like Dr. Claude Anderson know exactly how Trump is coming for us. And ain't nobody even telling us. Because we got some brilliant minds amongst us now. Our pastors, they supposed to be, some critical thinkers. They supposed to be in a position of power for us. Our pastors is. But they ain't doing that. They not doing that. Our political people that's in power and stuff, they ain't using none of that for us. Let me go and get this out the way, because I'm Face the Nation. We on Bolden Unchained. We here to assist Black America and Black media with the uncovering and the condemning of the many agendas, events, projects, operations, laws, acts, codes, plans, courses, studies, experiments. I ain't even added the memorandums. They even got memos. I thought memo was just a word about, taking notes and just jot a note down. Or, let me send a memo over to, But no, it's another target against Black America. Plans, so we're here to expose all of that, and we're going to condemn it. We're going to condemn it so that we can know what we need to be doing. We'll know what to look at, Black America, who to look at. Because right now, we don't even know. We ain't even got our focus on us. We just, looking at everything that's glittering. Anything that's glittering, we looking at it. And ain't none of it for the benefit of our people. I'm looking through a spiritual lens because I'm not religious, y'all. I am not religious. Any forgiveness and mercy that you got for anything that's been done and that's being done, you don't belong in here. Because, and I ain't going to appreciate none of it. I am not going to appreciate none of it. I don't care that Carolyn Bryant died of cancer. That's when she died. She lived a whole life out there in Kentucky somewhere with her family. People found her. But they said she had cancer and stuff. She was sickly and stuff. And I ain't got no forgiveness and mercy for that. So now, that don't belong over here. You're going to have to take it somewhere else. Because when I think about what was done to my ancestors, they the only ones getting my mercy, my tears, my compassion. See, they the only ones getting it. Yeah, all the victims in this book right here, you see how thick that book is? That's where I'm at with them. My whole focus is on my people. First and final. It ain't nobody else. Anybody else get up in there and they need a shirt, give them a shirt and help their ass get out. Because see, it's got to be about us now. I can't stress it enough. I was just listening to our brother, Augustus Corbett. And it seemed like it's been longer than 3 motherfucking weeks. But he said it ain't even been for 3 weeks, y'all. It ain't even been for 3 weeks. We got another whole 4 years. We ain't even in the first part of this year. The good part of this year right here. We just in the beginning. And we ain't gonna have nothing by the end of this 4 years if we don't start building it ourselves. Before I go any further, honey, the multiversities is for all of our schools. Because everybody finna be teaching. You already teaching this stuff. Now, I don't know if they mean that you're going to have to change the name of your school or whatever. Maybe you're going to incorporate it into your title. But the ancestor said, yes, multiversities is all of our schools because we coming from the cosmos with this. We got to give us a spiritual. We got to give us our spiritual vision, and we got to let us know that multiverse is bigger than just the universe. It's bigger than just a university. And they said we're going to be having our curriculum. As we teaching this stuff, our curriculum going to cover different. It ain't just going to be on no one focus. You know, I'm not here to just read about the traumas and stuff, but I am. Oh, I am. Because we got to get through this to get where I'm saying that we do. I can't let us go no further hurt like this. Because if I do, it's going to be temporary. We're going to have some temporary success. We'll overcome everything because that's who we are. But it'd be temporary. We got to break out of this for our people. We got to break out of this. And that's just it, and that's just all. We can't just stay in this no more. We can't act like, oh, we're going to make it better. Because it ain't no better. You know, it ain't no better, y'all. I don't know what the whole plan is for us. But I know we weren't never supposed to get away from enslavement, from physical enslavement. And we did. I don't know, we took ourselves right back to their asses. Because we still under white America. We still under oppression. And we got to get out of it now. That's what the whole movie Get Out was about. Yeah, that wasn't Karen with the brother. That was Sabrina that led him back to her family. And everybody was having the auction for his eyes, his nose, his everything. Oh, give me his muscles. Just take his muscle out of his arm and put it in theirs. You know, that was Sabrina that did that. It's a whole, everything is a whole, you know, it's diabolical. It's a whole scheme. It's a whole scam. It's bigger than just us being here. It's bigger than just us being here. I thought that's all it was heaven and hell and God and Jesus and, you know, the lake of fire and stuff. But honey, it's a whole multiverse out there for us black people and stuff. We here for just 2 reasons. To heal our people and have black babies. That's it. We ain't supposed to be here because, see, we got our own purpose. Everybody got their own purpose for being here. And they all know to have their own babies. Don't you see the Indian people having their babies? Why is it that ain't nobody's birth rate, you know, in this huge catalyst, it seemed like, or whatever the word is just white and black folks. Other people, you'll never hear about their birth rates and stuff. Is their birth rates low? Is they high? Or, you know, and if they is, then they probably just like, you know, we gonna fix that ourselves though. But, you know, black people and stuff, our genetic survival and stuff don't even be on our mind now. White folks' genetic survival always been on their mind. You know, that right there in itself. You know, it's just been a whole manipulation. It is, I'm processing it, how to deal with it, but I don't like it. I don't trust it. I still don't. I don't forgive none of it that's happened. And to see the way things are going now, you know, and everybody in this big uproar about the way things are, you know, and I just feel like everybody's finna turn the attention, the focus, the rage on Black America because we're done. We're done. And I didn't even know about everything that was happening, but I'm done too. My people say they done, I'm done too. I sure am. But for myself personally, to just know that we actually forgot about everybody. John Hartfield, Maurice Mays, you know, we forgot about everybody. We don't call on them no more. We don't name our babies by them no more. You know, we don't do anything that we used to do for us to keep us fluid and living and stuff. We just gave everything to white America. Now we solving white folks' genetic problem. They ain't really got to worry about they birth rate no more. Nope. All they got to do is keep having babies with black men, black women, and teach them babies to, hey, sleep with somebody white. Don't you have no black babies, though. Don't you get with no black man, okay? Or a black woman. And that way that child ends up having a baby by a white person, and it prolongs their lineage, but it decreases ours. I don't know. I was just listening to, I like Dr. Umar Johnson when he be teaching and stuff. He still ain't got to school yet, I don't think, y'all. But I wasn't able to send no money. Sometimes I don't even have money and stuff like that. And that's okay, because I be learning anyway. That's what we're supposed to do initially, is learn. Give if you can. Share if you can, if you must and stuff. So, yeah, my family know a little bit about it, not too much and stuff. But, yeah, he is right that we got to worry about our genetic survival. When he say that, we for each other, we are. How else we going to stay black? How else we gonna keep us in existence? And all these arrows in our back, y'all, yeah, we must. That's just another arrow in our back for us to go out and procreate with somebody else instead of giving that black baby a chance to live. Because, I fell in love with the pink rabbit, because that's where your ass is at. That's where you done put your mindset. Is over there. Instead of here with us. We got to put ourselves where we're supposed to be. That's all I'm saying and stuff, because, yeah, we love all babies. I don't think nobody would just stomp a baby, cut a baby out of stomach, and stomp it like that white man did. Them white men on Mary Turner. So, yeah, we need our black babies. We need our black babies. It's just too much for me. It's a lot to deal with, to teach us, to know, to process. And that's what we're going back to. That's y'all make America great again. Yep, make America great again. All of those that, black America, that you think it's okay. And you think, you done found a place where you're going to be safe and sheltered. But if ain't none of us going to be safe and sheltered. If all of us, you ain't the catalyst. We all got to do this together. We all got to wake up together and work together. Or we're going to find ourselves in a futuristic titanium enslavement, I guess. Because I can't see no old white folks, women or men, in them smart cities when they get them built up. I don't see it. No, what? No. Well, no. Is that something you see? Do you think them smart cities that they building up, what it listed? That smart city, them smart cities, they like 15-minute cities. I'm still trying to figure out, is it 15 minutes on the inside or the outside? Because, see, everything going to work by the microchip, y'all. It's going to be one world government, one world currency, one world religion. I'm still trying to figure out, how did I spend 43 years not knowing about the multiverse up there, scared and weird about the lake of fire, heaven and hell, when it's a whole multiverse up there for us. This ain't even supposed to happen. We ain't even supposed to be. See, we done created a whole new reality when we decided to integrate with white folks. Imagine if we'd have left them plantations and said, hell no, get the fuck away from us. And we'd have went on about our own business. Imagine, we've had many opportunities to change this reality here. I don't know, multi-dimensional, something like that and stuff. I've been reading about the multiverses. It's 4 of them. Yeah, multiple universes and stuff, y'all. It's 4 of them and stuff. It depends on your decision. Whatever you decide to do in life and whatever, this going to give you a different outcome than this is. The reality is going to be so different. And now, if we choose the same old thing, just can't live without insane ass white America. We're going to go through the same old, history going to repeat itself. We got to choose something different now, y'all. We got to choose us. Come on now. We can't be a dummy and a fool. Now, they done took everything we got. Let's not let them take all our ancestors done built and contributed and died for, all our inventions. That's what makes America great. Us. Hell, take away anything. White folk can't even deal with it. You can take away anything. Take away the ironing board. Take away the hairbrush. Anything. What you want to take away. Take away the air conditioner, the car, the bicycle. Take away anything you want to. But they want to take it all away from us. Yeah, just take it all away. And once they take it away, they figure we can't get it anyway. They'll be able to still enjoy these things. It's a whole, I ain't never thought so wicked like this in my life. No, it ain't in me. I'm just pissed off because I feel betrayed. So yeah, let me read the copyright disclaimer, because this right here, y'all, once you start teaching this stuff, because I know my teachers on here is already teaching, because that's how I'm learning from y'all. And it's taking me a long time too, because this is so, outside of my ordinary. When you've been asleep and then all of a sudden you wake up. Look how long it took me since Trayvon Martin was murdered by George Zimmerman to actually get here. And you've been on there. My teacher's been on here for years. But we got to do it. You got to do it. It takes at least 10 years anyway to get to where you're supposed to be. Yeah, I heard one of our mentors say that. Said that from the first time that seed is planted, it might take you up to 10 years, a little bit over. Because I think it probably took me like 13 years. They said to get where you actually supposed to be. And you can start, And then what's amazing about that, y'all, even in itself, is they said that not only that, but your first 49 years, George Fraser said the first 49 years of your life is just like, studying. You gather an experience. It's like trial and error. Life, you just living. You still contributing. You should be. Yeah, I dropped out of school in 11th grade. I know that. And it's a good thing I did, because if I was rich and reached that financial pinnacle, I probably would have forgot about my people too. Because see, that to me, that's the sacrifice. You want that financial freedom to really be up there with the elite, rubbing elbows and shoulders and asses with their motherfucking asses. Yeah, you got to forget about your people. So it's probably a good thing that, yep, I dropped out of school in 11th grade. But, all of us got to use that now. All of that right there has been our learning. That's been our experience. All our experiences, trials and errors, mistakes, having to do it all over again, But that right there led us to here, where we are now. Because now we got to start watering, our people's minds and opening their eyes up and stuff. Yep, and I'm the last one here. So I say, dang, y'all been working good. I'm finally here. I feel like I'm the very last one here, but I'm not, see, because there's a whole lot of us like me that's out there. Yeah, there's a whole lot of me, people like me, our sisters and brothers that's out there, and they got passion and fire too. But see, it's the reading. It's the reading. It's the reading, see, and then once you let them know that all this power out there, it's like, it's intimidating. Yep, y'all, it's intimidating, on all areas and stuff. Because Neely Fuller said, white supremacy, racism cover all areas. In religion, too. In religion, people like me gonna feel like, they blaspheming and stuff. But once they realize, oh, hell, you been lied to. I've been lied to. And you break it down to them and let them know. Yeah. Yep. I was listening to Pastor Ray Hagins. And he was talking about the Council of Nicaea, 325. He broke down how they did that whole manipulation script on black people, y'all. We so gullible and trusting and naive to white folks, just plain old scared as fuck of white folks. But we ain't got no need to be. And it's so bright outside today. The sun is shining to confirm to us that it's for us. We was manifested by the cosmos. When you learned in your Bible that no weapon formed against you, that's true. That's true. Yep. It ain't a weapon formed on this planet that can destroy that sun out there, them stars, that multiverse out there. No, if anything, it's gonna make it open up and bounce back And it's going to bounce back on everything. See, white folks ain't thought about nothing. They ain't thought about this too well. Because even the extermination on black boys. Yeah, what's that? The American Dilemma. The 1,408-page docket book on genocide. If they get our numbers down so small, the sun gonna start pulsating and turning and spinning, and then it's gonna expand out. It's gonna blow up because it ain't nothing here on this planet to absorb the energy that the sun is giving to Black America and Black Africa. That's it and that's all. It ain't even enough living beings, whether that's the fish, the trees, the insects, the birds, other groups of people, the waters, the oceans. It ain't enough living on this planet to absorb the energy that the sun is giving to Black America and Black Africa, because the cosmos manifested Black people. So that's why, hell, we get all the energy that we supposed to receive, but other folks can't receive that. It wouldn't even disperse enough through all the other livings, whether it be the trees, the waters, the people, the plants, whatever. I don't know. Ask Einstein. I'm just saying. I'm just joking, shit. How y'all doing? Good day, fam. What I say, ask Einstein, shit. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. I don't know. Damnation is real, but I know we going to the afterlife. Yeah, when we leave here, we going to the afterlife. Yeah, if you keep your ass around white folks after here, when you leave here, your mind is set that you're going to heaven. And you're going to heaven, even though people done told you done had opportunities, and you done even had experiences to know that there's something different, bigger for Black people. And you still, I'm going to heaven. I don't care what face say. Yeah, you going to be damned, because your ass going to be up there in heaven picking that big ass cotton. Sure wheels, honey. You better think, Black America. All I'm saying is think, people think. What make y'all think white folks going to be different in heaven? What make y'all think his God going to finally hold him accountable for what he done did to you? It didn't say they going behind the gate. Black people going behind the gate. The white man said in his book that rogue men were galloping across the sky on horses. So, I'm like, this whole heaven thing, who lying? It's 4,200 religions out there. I done read about some of them, start writing about them too. So who lying about heaven to Black folks? Who don't want to let Black folks know that they can go further than just heaven? Oh, but white folks can't go. White folks cannot go. Now listen here. White folks can't go no further than the first universe right there. The sun is right there too. Everybody got a sun. All of the multiverses. We don't even know how big, how expansive the multiverse is. All I know is just that one way right there. And I count 12 universes. But I was trying to look up and see how many it was. Let me get to this because I was studying, y'all. Copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, because I got something to say too. Yeah, it might not be, right, politically correct. But hell, everybody wrong as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, let me get this out the way. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing non-profit, educational, or personal use. Tips to balance in favor of fair use. See, and once you do this right here, see, it's just awesome in its own way, because now you can teach us, we can teach each other how we thinking. But see, what I'm interested in is how are you thinking? But if you're going to come with that same old bullshit, yeah, you're going to live your life in hell faces. Because then you probably ought to told you better get out of here. Because see, we ain't on that fearness no more. Them death fears, about, yeah, you're going to spend your life in hell. Damnation is real. Yeah, if you take your ass to heaven with white folks, damnation sure is real. Your damn ass going to find out. So see, we got to even stop saying, I be damned. I used to say that all the time. Well, I be damned if that ain't face over there, But yeah, but we got to stop saying that shit, because we ain't damned. Nothing that comes from the cosmos is damned. The Black woman, you were manifested first. How you gonna be damned? Can you name any star up there in the universe, in this universe right here? When you look out at night and you see the skies up there, can you name any star up there that you would say is damned? Is damnation? Oh, a rainbow, a meteor, and meteors can clash against each other and stuff, you know. But would you say that's damned? No, that's part of cosmic energy, you know. That's part of cosmic energy. See, we got to let us be able to at least think about it. Here, you set your ass down and look at the Avengers and X-Men. I know you done seen all of them. Yep, I think, part 1 of the X-Men. Maybe part 2 and stuff, you know, because folks like the wolf. What's his name? With the claws coming out his hands and stuff. You know, and that's good and stuff. But hell, even them, they was named after black superheroes, black. Yeah, they sure was. I was like, whoa, white folks that took everything from us. And now, you know, to see Donald Trump trying to take everything away, what are they going to do? They're going to put it in a time capsule or something till they actually get rid of us? I mean, what? You know, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like everybody else is hurting their own self and letting him do it to hurt us. I always kind of feel like the white folks feel like it's an honor, you know, to finally say, yeah, I helped in getting rid of, at least I got rid of one of them. You know, I helped in our mission to eradicate black people. I mean, that's a whole thing. I didn't even know. I thought black folks was all right. Let me go get me some water, because that grape juice is kind of strong, you know, to be just sitting down drinking it. But, you know, I probably feel loud today. But, yeah, I feel betrayed. I sure do. And, you know, as much as white folks, I always try to, you know, I had a good white friend or two, you know, after high school when I was, you know, an adult and stuff. But this was my life right here, you know. That in itself would have had a different reality. See, everything we do, it gives us a different reality. It gives us a new, true reality. And that would have been the true reality from where I'm sitting at today. You know, we got to stop looking at things like it's a loss, you know, when it comes to us. Because when it comes to us and stuff, we got everything to gain. What are you losing by not going to heaven? Shit, you still want to be around white folks? I'm like, dang. Shit, black folks still want to be around white folks, even in death. And I didn't even know why. I was thinking, dang, we can't see our life without white folks right here. I mean, can you imagine the joy and the happiness in Greenwood, Rosewood, Tulsa? Waking up knowing that you see nobody but your people. Everybody happy, vibrating, high and stuff. Oh, when somebody did something in Tulsa and them and Greenwood and them, yeah, black communities came out. We patrolled our own communities, cities. We sure did handle that. That's what it cost us. But honey, I can see it. I can see us being together and stuff. You know, I can see us being happy, taking care of each other, looking out for each other. We was a city. We didn't need white folks to build and trade and grow with each other and stuff. That's an illusion we under now. And I'm just like, wow, it's so much bullshit against us that we don't know what to think no more. Religion is a whole lie. Oh, we y'all black folks, y'all gonna be so mad when y'all realize Yahuwah too. Yep, Yahuwah too. I mean Yahushua. I was saying it wrong. Well, who in the world is Yahuwah? Well, Yahweh. Yahushua. When y'all find out all of them too is keeping y'all, when you finally accept it, I mean, you already know. Somewhere along the way, y'all seen about Horus. Don't be lying to me. You seen about Horus, Krishna, Buddha, and you ignored it. You just ignored it. You didn't ask yourself, wait a minute now, if it's two of them, you just didn't. And because I know you got that educational freedom. That educational freedom that a lot of us, like myself and others of my, you know, bracket, income bracket, education bracket, I guess, I don't know, political knowledge bracket, you know, you once it let, like when I learned about one thing, it was suggested other silver linings and gold nuggets and information. It was like that with you too. Yeah, when you learned about your religion and stuff, I know you had to come across Buddha, Zoroastrianism, Horus, what is the other? It's a lot of them. I know you had to. And see, when you decided that it wasn't enough, you're going to go ahead and you're going to go with Yahushua. You're going to go with Yahweh. Then see, you the one kept yourself in the box. You kept cosmic energy in the box like that because you were supposed to go further. See, all of that, Dr. Ray Hagens broke it down. All of that is in this circle right here. It sure is. You better go listen to Dr. Ray Hagen and go tell whoever taught you that they're teaching it wrong. Because we can't allow ourselves to go to heaven with white folks. We cannot do it. I don't know. Heaven ain't even big enough. Heaven is not even big enough for all these people alone right here. You know how many more books? I'm like, oh, my ancestors, you telling me I got to read a book for every state? But then why am I reading the book on the United States? This like the third book. Shouldn't this be the last book? But then they like, you're going to read it again. So I guess we'll probably be reading this again. But am I going to have to go through every state and read how these people done traumatized us? But then I'm seeking, what's got us so fucked up with all this self-hatred, dedicated ignorance, and it seemed like it's all this trauma from white folks. That's what it seemed like. So I'm just keep on doing what I'm doing so I can, find the answers and let my people know that, hey, the house is on fire. We know the house is burning. We know we've been misled, bamboozled. We've been hoodwinked. We know all of these things. We just got to be able to find the courage, the strength, and our people doing it now. You see black women say, we ain't going to do nothing else. Don't call us for no marching. Don't you call us and ask us which way you need to march. Figure it out. See, all we got to do is just say, I agree with us. I think they were saying that 92%. Well, honey, we need to make it up to 93, 94, 97, 98, 99, 100% us, about us. About it. You got some people, they don't care about nobody but they self. I ain't saying that they hurt nobody. Look at the Amish. I speak on the Amish all the time. I seen them a couple of weeks ago too. I started to ask them, but I didn't want to intrude on them and stuff, honey. That's their business that they done perfected. Sure was, honey. They didn't have to talk to none of us, and they don't need none of us talking to them. Sure ain't. So I didn't ask them nothing, but honey, we need to get like them and just be concerned about our people. Okay, our people. I just gave that as a vision so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't see that they done lost nothing because they ain't riding around, in Louis Vuitton and they ain't got no name brand shoes. And, when they go home, some of them probably do got the light switch, but a whole lot of them probably still got that lantern, okay. But I don't see none of that hurting them like it's done hurt us. Because, see, it was strategically designed to look good to us. White folks got a whole video on YouTube talking about how to market to the Negro. I ain't even got a notebook on everything. I don't know where to write that at and stuff. I was like, how to market to a Negro. Oh, yeah, it was set back like in the 1940s, 50s or something. I don't know if they had a washing machine or not. Probably so. I don't know. But I'm just like, it's so many arrows against us and stuff, y'all. But the world is on fire. Everybody's concerned about what's happening in the world. Yeah, finna be a World War III and, folks running for their life, leaving everybody. I mean, they leaving everybody running for their life and stuff and trying to stay over here, instead of just realizing they fucked up. And then folks trying to tell us, well, what is y'all gonna do when everybody's not here no more? What the hell do you think we gonna do when everybody's not here no more? Because as far as I'm concerned, right here, right now, I'm so betrayed. Everybody can get their ass up and go home. Go home. Yeah, my great-grandmama Eileen Collier. Yeah, it's just so much lies and stuff, and everybody act like they got the right to be here. Like they got the right to be here. Black people, some of y'all deserving of 3 checks. Yep. I think I'm deserving of 2 reparations checks. But like I said, don't hold your breath because we ain't even in a position to put in no word for reparation. I'm like, what is the House and the Senate? Because a few weeks ago, somebody was like, if we just get the House and the Senate, and it was something else they were saying. If we just get them 3, then we'll get something. If I see it, I'll mention it to y'all because I was like, what is this? Well, let me write it down anyway. And then I was thinking about it stuff. Well, why they come out with the reparations bill? Because I was listening to another sister, and she said, I don't want y'all to be fooled and stuff. She said, but she said she had voted for that lady, Ayanna Presley. Yeah, but she was like, I don't want y'all to be fooled and stuff now, but this ain't the time for reparations. She said, I don't want y'all waste y'all time and stuff. And I was like, oh, well, they tell everybody they can let their breath out now because I know some of y'all were holding y'all breath. But yeah, some of y'all owe 3 checks, possibly. Mm-hmm. What it's going to come down to is we just going to have to choose us. You're going to have to decide what's more important to you. Whose lineage is what it's going to boil down to. I guess white folks, this whole thing must have been about their white genetic survival. That's what Dr. Francis Cress Welsing said. I'm still trying to figure out why all this hatred and stuff, because if you wanted to live on, all you had to do was tell us, hey, we just want to live on like y'all do. We just want to be in the sun like y'all do. We just want to dominate everything like y'all do and stuff, you know. And y'all know we would have did everything in our power, in our cosmic power, to help white America to become more sun-sustaining. You know, we would have helped them be more life-like, more pro-life, you know, instead of them just manipulating with us with everything and taking everything. The theft of melanin, what I call it, is still going on and people still allowing it. Everybody know what they're doing. Everybody know that they are against Black America. That's why everybody allowed Trump to just come in and do what he wanted to do and stuff, because that's what white America wants. Everybody got to appease white America, got to make sure white America is okay and comfortable. And now everything is fucked up outside. In Black America, we can't care. No, we can't care no more, because we can come back here, see. Yeah, you ain't got to come back to this realm if you don't want to. When you leave this realm, you can go anywhere. Go to the 3rd universe. You'll be just as happy there. You sure would. I'm going to the 12th universe. I don't never want to see white folks again after my experience here. Unless I come back here. Yep. But I'm saying that's just me. I'm spiritual, y'all. I'm not religious and stuff. So yeah, we're looking through a spiritual lens of loyalty, resilience, and education. Because I'm looking through all of them. I want to know who we loyal to. We need to answer these questions. Who taught us to hate ourselves? Who taught us to hate ourselves? Just like our critical thinkers out here doing now. Trying to get us to think. Think, people, think. But we don't want to hear them and stuff. So yeah, I'm here to reach the people that's like myself and stuff. You know, yeah, we was blinded, we were distracted. You know, we got a closet full of shoes and purses. You know, I don't, because I be doing lives every day. Every day I be traumatizing y'all. Y'all, I'm finna rip up this Louis Vuitton bag right here. I'll cut the handle off of it. Y'all can see y'all now fainting in the floor. Oh, she cut Louis Vuitton purse. Yeah. I can see some of y'all now. Hell, all I got to do is hold it up under my arm. I'll be like this, walking down the street, holding it under my arm. Shit, I got to cut it in half then. Shit, that's traumatization for your asses. Because we done did too much. And we done got so far away from ourselves and stuff, y'all. We can't think like us. We breathing like white folks. We breathing like white folks. Yeah, we got that mat on our head and stuff. We can't even get the sun's abundance to us. The sun's prosperity to us. And Ayanna, I seen her. I went and looked at her on the thing right there. When they were talking about the reparations, it's HR 40, y'all. That's the reparations bill. Go look it up. I just remembered it. Her head is really beautiful. If you got to shave your head. If you got to shave your head, hell. What are you scared of? You done did everything else. See, now we got to choose us. We got to step into our power now. You got to choose us. Sis, I know you ain't going to want to. But you probably got a beautiful head up under that weave and all, you know. Your edge is gone and stuff. So be it. Step into you. We ain't looking at you no more anyway. Shit, you done showed us everybody from Karen, Sabrina, Mindy, you know, all of them. You even started looking like Ken sometimes. Shave your head if you know that weaving them braids and stuff done fucked your scalp up. And yeah, just start getting you some jojoba oil and some coconut oil and stuff like that. And just keep your head shining and stuff. Maybe get you a little design right there if you want to. I ain't saying I'm into tattoos and stuff like that, but I got one or two. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just saying, give you some options. That's it. That's all I'm doing, giving you some options. But we got to come out of this white girl fantasy. We is not white. That baby that was telling her mama, you trying to be Caucasian, ain't you? That's what she was saying too. Sounds so cute and innocent, but she was telling the truth. She probably was sitting over there coloring and stuff and looked up and it probably resonated with her. So see, we got to get rid of this white folks mindset. Religion keeping us in all of that, making us forgive and forget, making us so condoning to white folks. Oh, we so docile. Yes, honey, we so docile. I can remember time I used to be like that too. Yep, I remember I heard somebody say, "Oh, you're just the nicest." We say that about ourselves. We just the nicest in church, but soon as we get home, we so mean to our people and stuff. Well, get in there and sit your ass down. I told you to wash dishes before we left. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, that was deep. But that was me too. Yep, that was me too. But then, you get to church and stuff and everybody hugging and laughing and stuff and the music sound good and you get to dancing and stuff, and the kids looking at you like, oh, hell, you done cussed me out all morning and shit. Now you in here dancing. Talking about Jesus is good. Yeah, so I did it too. Yeah, I did it too. But see, that was before I even knew us. I didn't even know me then. I was just like, shit, yeah, just be happy wherever you happy at. And when you get back to wherever else you at, just be whatever you is there and stuff. I guess it was some old fucked up mentality. See, all of it was because it's been in this circle right here. Yeah, I couldn't even be happy. I don't know, shit. If negative Nancy would have had a face, it probably would have been mine. But yeah, it's all this mindset, y'all, and that's religion. Religion not even letting us be loyal to ourselves. Who in the... This is hell, ain't it? Yeah, this hell. Well, who in this hell will forgive all of these slaughters and not even try to make no atonement for it, Who would do that to themselves? Just keep going on, just turn your back and just keep on driving. Who would do that to themselves? But somebody that's trapped in this state of mind right here, Black America. At least tell your pastor to tell you about, the Council of Nicaea, when they changed the face and the meaning of the person that you see. I guess that's why all of us got that white man on our wall where I'm from down south. We still got that white man on our wall. My neighbor got one on his wall now. Yeah, honey, got a little bitty picture of Jesus Christ and stuff. Sure do. I want to take my mark over there. Take my mark over there sometime, y'all. When he doing something else, I'm going to be coloring it in when he look at it again. He probably going to come down here banging on my door. Now the hell you didn't paint my Jesus black. No, you didn't paint my Jesus black. What the hell did you use, Faith? What the hell did you use? I probably used the brown. Use the brown. That way, it won't color her out and stuff. I'm just playing. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I'm like, what? The indoctrination runs deep. The indoctrination runs. If you ever see this video, you don't know her motherfucking ass ain't talking about me and give me my Jesus Christ. But then you need to look at it though. Look at it and think about it. It's real. It's true, for real. Everybody needs to start doing that. Now, we got to let us get this information a little bit at a time. I'm the last one here. So I kind of move really fast, but I do a lot of repetition though, because we've been in this circle for years. I stopped going to church and stuff, as soon as I could. I stopped going to church and stuff, and I was like, the community is my church. No, don't nobody even want to ask me to go to church no more. I will with somebody if I resonate with them like that. And they be like, yeah, I just want us to go. I probably will. They got to be really special though. Because, if I got the chance and the opportunity and I raise my hand up, and the pastor going to see that $20, in my fingers right there. And I asked him about Krishna and Buddha and Dionysus. How come we ain't calling on none of them? And we still in this situation, Pastor? Ain't nobody riding up in here on horses no more. Like William Joseph Simmons said, that robed men was galloping in the sky. They ain't riding up in the churches no more on their horses. So why y'all not teaching us the truth now? You know, at least the doors is shut and stuff. Why? Because they got everybody else in there in the church now. Everybody else in the church now, you can't let everybody else know. Oh, they in there studying about Dionysus and studying that, it's more to life than just heaven and hell. That's why. See, we don't let everybody infiltrate everything. It ain't going to be no harder for me. Because, see, I can exclude myself from everybody and everything that ain't even about my ancestors. But, see, us as a people collectively, we done mingled, married, had babies, got businesses, small corporations and stuff, because we will never have no empires if we don't get together like we were for Tulsa now, for our Black Wall Street. No, we will never amass that greatness again. I don't care what you build with your power couple. I don't care what you build. It will never amount to our Great Wall Street until we get back together for us. Honey, I don't know. This new world order that's coming up and stuff, we need to start building, creating for us. I ain't just trying to get my little garden started, and my little hydroponic system. I'm gonna have plants hanging off the wall and stuff in a bag. And I might have some water dripping out in a cup right there, so I can always have me some water around here, because I don't know what white people plan on doing. I don't want no robot washing my dishes, turning my TV, driving my car. This whole new world order that's coming in and stuff. See, we got to get ourselves ready for it. We do. I don't know. I ain't never thought like this either. I thought y'all asses was watching what was going on. Y'all ain't even noticed that they still over there sewing together KKK outfits. Ain't nobody know. You just think Karen just said, oh, Karen over there raising hell. But Sabrina, all right. You ain't got to watch out for her, what she doing over there. No, they just gave her ass the pattern and said, here, Brina, sew this. And that was it. Her ass sold it and gave it back to him. Then went back home where her Black husband and kids and family was at and stuff. That's kind of like what we in, a type of reality, a type of manipulation that we in, all because we refuse to think outside of the box. I see how all of that right there just ties in together. Everything is like a huge ass betrayal. And it's in our face right now. Been in our face. Well, it's in my face right now. I don't know. I think I was just dodging everything all my life. Move. I don't want to see that, just dodging everything. And now all of a sudden, this is what it is. So, yeah, I'm not even going to get on religion and stuff, because knowing that circle right there, that's your mindset. All you need to know is a whole lot more knowledge out there. Religion ain't nothing but you understanding the cosmos, the ecology, and your relationship to it. But, yeah, look at here. 346 years of legalized oppression versus 60 years of freedom. See? Yeah, we're going to go back. Well, yeah, I got some receipts on this, too. I mean, I got a little time today and stuff. I ain't going to keep y'all all day, but we're going to read a little bit. And, yeah, let's just see right here what's going on with the politics and stuff. Because I haven't been watching Brother Augustus Corbett lately and stuff. I've been watching Dr. Ray Hagins and Brother Anthony Browder. So, yeah, I like to catch up with him, too, because, he got an agenda. Trump and them got Project 2025. His agenda is advanced 2026. And so I got me some more papers and stuff, construction papers, so I can write down his agenda and put it on the wall right there. See, we got to get the information that we need in front of us, so we'll always have it in our view, in our focus. See, that's my way to learn. And then once I learn it, I can take some stuff down and put some more stuff up there. But everything is by repetition, because white folks ain't never taught us nothing except for how to just, let them lie and steal from us and cheat us and kill us and hate each other and stuff. That's all they ever taught us. I hate even being around them and stuff. I ain't going to no other life with white folks. I'm not living nowhere else.
Before we get started, please go over to Amazon.com and grab a copy of my book, Education.
Yeah. Oh, and Dr. Reverend. He's a reverend. He's a reverend, but he mostly come at it from his civil skills. He's a civil rights lawyer. He mostly come at it from that angle. But Dr. Ray Hagins, he's a psychologist. Dr. Ray Hagins, he come at it from a religious angle and stuff, a spiritual angle and stuff. So yeah, we got a lot to learn from and stuff, a lot to learn all across the board. Dr. Ray Hagins was crying for us last night. That had me crying. I mean, the man was crying for us. I'm like, somebody know, what's this say? Black men doubled their support for Trump from 2024 to 2020 to 2024. Yet he offered them nothing, no tangibles in return, and is currently implementing blatant anti-black policies. You see that? Let me scoop this up, son. Do you see that? From 20 to 2024, black men doubled their support for Trump. Why? Did your white women, your white girlfriends, your white friends, everybody hyped Trump up, made Trump sound like the shit, and black men were such cowards instead of saying, oh, no, man, that motherfucker racist. You know what that motherfucker doing. Instead of putting some bass in y'all voice, black men actually doubled their support. I want to know who made them do it. Were they that fearful? Are they losing their white girlfriends or something? Let's, I'm going to give out a few good days. Good day, Vicky. Oh, yeah, it's so good to see y'all. Ooh, Elon want to cut Social Security, but takes $40 billion from our government for Tesla. Now, that's the damnedest thing. I was just saying that he gonna do something else. I had wrote it down. Talking about he was gonna save $98 billion, y'all. I don't know what it was he gonna take, but it said he finna take something, and it's gonna save $98 billion. And I was like, wow, just leave folks with nothing. But I think they said they're gonna take everything from us, and we gonna like it. Or something like this. Crazy ass shit. But yeah, let us learn this stuff, because, honey, we got to be prepared. We better be prepared. And I just want to say one thing, Black America, you better call on your ancestors. You need some reinforcements right about now. Can't nobody handle these robots. You ain't going to be able to plead with these robots, ask for mercy with these robots and stuff. They're going to be programmed. Shit, they already programmed. They just waiting to say, oh, we're here for black folks. We're here against black folks. Some of them robots are going to be able to know that you lying to them. Yep, Bing 48. She's a robot, black woman. They done slap some wig on her. Sure, honey, they didn't implant her hairs in her head and stuff like they did the other one. They put a wig on her ass, it looked like. I was like, damn. But she going to be able to tell if you, by your body's reaction, if you thinking adverse thoughts about her. I don't know, the way your body language, the way you look to the left or the right, or the way you take you so long to answer. If you stutter, I guess. I don't know. I'm just like, these folks is motherfucking crazy. You ain't got to keep telling me. Shh. Hold on. You're alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're doing fine.
Say.
While we were enjoying some of the All-Star festivities this past weekend.
Yeah.
This past Friday night, Donald Trump and MAGA were doing what they have committed themselves to doing.
See, I ain't even got a notebook.
And that is rolling African Americans back to pre-civil rights days, to Jim Crow. What am I talking about? I'm talking about a Dear Colleague letter that the Department of Education released to universities and primary schools across America. And I'm telling you, it is awful. The hostility in this letter is indescribable. It made me so angry. I thought that I would write down. In fact, I began to write out what I wanted to say about the Trump administration.
I'm not going to be rewinding and stuff on this one, y'all.
We're only, 3 weeks into this?
3 weeks?
We got another 4 years of this anti-black hostility.
Honey.
Here's what I said. Let's go to another screen. Trump is the most openly hostile president. Let me put it full screen. Is the most openly hostile president towards Black Americans since Reagan. His administration is tearing down civil rights protections, wiping out DEI programs, and firing thousands of federal employees, hitting Black workers the hardest. He wants to eliminate the Department of Education, DOE. Still, in the meantime, he's using the DOE to defund schools that promote racial equity, restricting race-conscious admissions, and cutting federal support for diversity programs. His team is twisting students for fair admissions versus Harvard. And that's what I'm going to talk about here in just a moment. To ban race-conscious financial aid, scholarships, and hiring. Yes, financial aid, scholarships, and hiring. Gutting programs that have helped Black students and educators for decades. If this keeps up, his second term will arguably do more structural damage to Black communities than any president in modern history. Hello, everyone. I got great news. The merge is finally here. We've been waiting and waiting, but we can finally begin branding our channel. But we need your help to get our brand out there. If you like what we provide and like what you see, please go to the channel and grab your hoodie, your t-shirt.
I know, right?
And we got more designs.
I just want to say real fast, y'all.
Just visit our YouTube channel at the Defiant Lawyers Network. Also, we will donate.
Look, I just want to say real fast, y'all. Ain't that nice? Shouldn't we just start buying our own stuff? Just start buying. If we got the money and stuff, I pretty much live paycheck to paycheck and stuff, But anyway, just go buy a t-shirt from somebody. I'm going to go buy a t-shirt from somebody. Yeah, it might be one of his. I don't know. I'm going to go just buy a t-shirt from somebody. And, we just start buying our own merchandise. Because, see, we're not doing this just for nothing. That right there in itself, y'all, that's going to open the door for us to actually start talking to each other, too. That way when sister be looking at you and stuff, and she say something to you and stuff, you can start talking about your shirt. Or anything. Bring him up. Oh, you look like sister that was on Brother Corbett's show and stuff, on his podcast and stuff, and he generally be on there by himself, but just introduce us to new stuff. I mean, wow, look at that. And he said we can order their stuff now. Yeah, we can order their stuff now. I would like to get the Defiant Lawyers. Yeah.
A portion of each dollar.
But also, if you got little boys and stuff, he wants you to order the book because he going to teach you how to keep your son safe in the educational system and stuff. We got to start reading to our babies anyway.
All you spend on our merch towards some nonprofit.
Yeah.
And remember,
and that t-shirt only $22.
That's how bad this is. And again, keep in mind, we're only 3 weeks into a 4-year term. And we've already seen tremendous anti-Black hostility. All right, so let's go now and look at this letter that I'm talking about. This horrendous letter. Okay? We're going to read it. We'll read some of it. Can't read it all, but we're going to read some of it. It's dated February 14th, 2025. Dear colleague, discrimination on the basis of race, color, or national origin is illegal and morally reprehensible. You think? Yeah, we have been the victim of that junk for 400 years, and we're still victimized by that mess. Accordingly, I write to clarify and reaffirm the non-discrimination obligations of schools and other entities that receive federal financial assistance from the United States Department of Education.
I ain't gonna rewind.
This letter explains and reiterates existing legal requirements under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Equal Protection Clause of the United States Constitution, and other relevant authorities. What I want you to notice first and foremost, everything he just mentioned, the 1964 Civil Rights Act, the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment, and other relevant authorities, were added to the Constitution to fight discrimination against African American people.
And he could
As
take
I
away.
explained in a recent video, they have hijacked, co-opted these legal protections for African Americans, and now they use them against us under the false pretense of reverse discrimination. That's where we are. That is the result of voting Donald Trump into office. And I'm going to be honest with you. The more and more and more this goes on, the angrier I get with you black people who supported this man and continue to support him. The angrier it makes me. And I'm hoping that it's making the African American community itself angrier.
I know that's right.
Because they need to see that you sold us out. By the way, you sold your own family out, voting for this anti-black hostility. Anyway, let's go back to this letter. In recent years, American educational institutions have discriminated against students on the basis of race. Yeah, right. We know all about that. Including white and Asian students. Give me a break with that junk. White students have had all types of privilege. All types of privilege. And what discrimination Asian students have experienced, it is not because of black people. We're not in those positions of power to discriminate against Asian students. And they themselves should know better than to join hands with the folks who are discriminating against all of us. Many of whom come from disadvantaged backgrounds and low-income families. None of them have lower incomes and lower net worth than African Americans. Okay? The average white family has 10 times more wealth than the average black family. And yet, letters like this and people like this try to make it seem like the most victimized person in America is the white person. That's preposterous. It is the white person who has benefited from systemic racism. It is the reason why the average white family has over 10 times the wealth of the average black family. And yet they've been able to flip this and make it sound like and seem like it's white people who are the true victims of 400 years of systemic racism. Let's go back. This is crazy on its face. These institutions embrace of pervasive and repugnant race-based preferences and other forms of racial discrimination have emanated throughout every facet of academia. I got to point out that all the programs that they are trying to wipe off the planet were programs to simply give African Americans an equitable chance at competing, because systemic racism is still a huge part of this country. A huge part of this country. Let's go back. There's more here. Lot more. This says educational institutions have toxically indoctrinated students with the false premise that the United States is built upon, quote, systemic and structural racism and advanced discriminatory policies and practices. Are you kidding? America has always been built upon systemic and structural racism. We're talking about a country that enslaved, that had black people listed in the law as chattel property. And then for another 100 years, segregated blacks as inferior. That was just in the 70s. So when did systemic and structural racism, when did it end? What year? 72, 73, 74, 85, 89, 91, 2003. When did it end? It never has. This is a preposterous, ridiculous argument for anybody to say that America is not systemically and structurally racist.
I said I wouldn't, but I just want to get that right there. And the legalized protection.
This is a preposterous, ridiculous argument for anybody to say that America is not systemically and structurally racist.
And we ain't never had no hearing.
Over 350 years out of the 400 years we've been here, there was legalized systemic and structural racism. Because after slavery, they implemented and enacted black code laws.
Ooh.
And those laws were just overturned or repealed in the mid-60s under Lyndon Johnson. The Civil Rights Act of 64, Voting Rights Act of 65, the Fair Housing Act of 68, the Elementary and Secondary School Act, the Higher Education Act, and so on. That was just done in my lifetime. So are you suggesting that the systemic and structural racism that was written into the law has just suddenly, poof, disappeared? This is crazy. But they're able to get away with it because they're in power. And they're in power because an overwhelming number of whites voted for this, and just enough blacks either voted for this or didn't vote. I'm telling you, 3 weeks into this presidency,
3 weeks, y'all. It ain't even been a month.
That Kamala Harris would have been better for African Americans on her worst day. And if you don't see it, you will. You will. Or you're just on their side. You're just on their side. All right, this goes on to say, proponents of these discriminatory practices have attempted to further justify them, particularly during the last 4 years, under the banner of diversity, equity, and inclusion, smuggling racial stereotypes and explicit race consciousness into everyday training, programming, and discipline. In other words, during the Biden administration, who was literally the Biden-Harris administration that was literally fighting for African-American people. And yet some African-American people rejected them, listening to this disinformation that comes from black conservatives and pro-black imposters, went and supported this man and continue to support him. And I can already tell you that black conservatives and pro-black imposters are going to justify this letter. They're going to say things like, oh, this doesn't impact black people, or this is good for black people, or these types of letters just show that black people need to stop being victims. They're going to justify this. They're going to find a reason to say that Trump and MAGA didn't do anything wrong with this letter. Targeting black students' financial aid. They're going to find a reason to say this is good. This is not really going to hurt black people. Watch. Watch what I tell you. And by the way, the people who are listening to them are so low information that they're not going to fact check them. These folks don't read, so they are subject to believe whatever these black conservatives and pro-black imposters tell them. It's almost like being in a cult. Because again, they're not going to push back. They're not going to say, well, no, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, taking financial aid from black students who need it, that doesn't make any sense. So how are you justifying this? They typically are not going to do that. Instead, they're going to go along because they're low information. They don't have any basis upon which to push back. That's what we're dealing with. Let's go back. Obviously, we can't read the entire letter, but it goes on to say the Supreme Court's 2023 decision in Students for Fair Admission to Harvard. Now, I want you to pay close attention because they're going much further. As horrendous as that decision was back in 2023, these people take it even further than that. Watch this. which clarified that the use of racial preferences in college admissions is unlawful. That is true. That is what that opinion was about, college admissions. But the Trump administration take it even further. Admissions is unlawful, sets forth a framework for evaluating the use of race by state actors and entities covered by Title VI. The court explained that, quote, classifying and assigning students based on their race, close quote, is lawful only if it satisfies strict scrutiny. I explained strict scrutiny to you in a couple of videos before. Those of you who are watching me for the first time, go back and look at prior videos, and I explain all
about
of
that
this
disparate impact.
Every bit of this, which means that any use of race must be narrowly tailored that is necessary to achieve a compelling interest. All right, they go on to say, although SFFA addressed admissions decisions, the Supreme Court's holding applies more broadly. No, it does not. It applies only to admissions, not student loans, not student aid, not financial aid, not any of that, just to who gets admitted. But they are trying to take it further. They go on to say, at its core, the test is simple. If an educational institution treats a person of one race differently than it treats another person because of that person's race, the educational institution violates the law. Not necessarily. As they said, it must pass strict scrutiny. And the only thing that the court said did not pass strict scrutiny was admissions. Admissions. Federal law thus prohibits covered entities from using race in decisions. Watch how broad this language is. Pertaining to admissions, hiring. No, it didn't say anything about hiring. Promotion. It didn't say anything about promotion. Compensation. Didn't say anything about compensation. Financial aid. It said nothing. That case that struck down affirmative action said nothing about financial aid. Scholarships, nothing. Prizes, nothing. Administrative support, it says nothing about that. Discipline, it says nothing. That case that they're using says nothing. Housing, graduation ceremonies, and all other aspects of student, academic, and campus life. Put simply, educational institutions may neither separate or segregate students based on race nor distribute funds or burdens based on race. That case only dealt with admissions. If these issues go in front of the court, if a state school, in other words, considers race when it comes to housing, discipline, scholarships, of course, if it harms, it should be struck down. But if they're considering race to help African-American students in terms of financial aid, prizes, administrative support, it should pass strict scrutiny, because that's why these laws were put in the Constitution in the first place. Do you follow me? If it helps African Americans, the use of race should be allowed. If it hurts African Americans, the use of race should not be allowed. It should not pass strict scrutiny. And why are African Americans an exception? Because for 246 years, we were chattel property. Whites stole our labor and never ever gave us the ability economically to overcome those 246 years. And then whites followed that up with another 100 years of Jim Crow and stole our labor again under another name, such as sharecropping, convict leasing, and on and on. And no one else in this country, Asians, people from Latino countries, No one has suffered what African Americans have suffered. And so I hate when I hear some person, some white person or some Asian person say things like, well, I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, but you have benefited from the wrong that was done to African Americans. So you may have to, or at least you should, have to give up some of what you have been able to do in order to repair the damage that whites have done to the African American community.
Yeah,
of course, there's reparations. But we know what they're doing. If not, let me tell you. I think that they're going to use this type of case eventually. I don't see why they wouldn't. To say any funding that's going to HBCUs is itself unconstitutional. Any funding. HBCUs are in jeopardy. I've been telling you that for years. They're in jeopardy. There is nothing to stop these folks from using the law against HBCUs and anything else related to race or anything else that is designed to benefit African American people. They're going at all of it, every bit of it. And now just think about this. Just think about this. So they did away with any sort of consideration of race when African Americans are applying to white schools. Why is that bad? Because whites make up the majority in this country, and they got the best schools. I mean, they run the Harvards and the Yales and the Stanfords and the University of Chicago's and Duke's, and so they run all that. Where you tend to get a better education, you got better resources, you got the top tier professors. So they don't ever have to admit blacks, Asians. They can fill their schools with just whites. But those schools know that the education experience is a lot better when the student body is diverse. And they know that a lot of African Americans who may not have a 4.0 or 5.0 because of the situation that they came up in. But their 3.5 means more than that 5.0. Because as you hear me say all the time, it's not how far you've come, it's how far you've come from. When you are able to graduate high school as an African American person with a 3.5 grade point average out of 4.
See?
And your mom was on crack, and your dad is in prison. Your grandfather was in prison, and your grandmother, you got all these issues.
Yep, all these barriers.
And you go to bed at night oftentimes. You went to bed not knowing what you were going to eat. You had to share what little you had with your little brothers. And all of that stuff you dealt with because of the legacy of white supremacy. And your family didn't have the resources to help you take a study course for the SAT or the ACT. So you had to study in between babysitting your kid, your little brothers, your siblings, you see, on an empty stomach. And yet you still managed to get a 3.5 out of that. You see, they don't want to acknowledge the damage that they've done to our community. And now they're going further and saying, and we're not going to allow you to get any sort of remedial measure because of that. In fact, if you bring that up, we're going to accuse you of playing the victim card. You see, those are the people that we're dealing with. Those are the people that some of you black people literally supported. Literally supported. People who despise you. Grin in your face long enough to get your vote, but they despise you. They are descendants of the Confederacy. They never stopped fighting us since the Civil War. They never stopped. And some of you are going to vote for them because of what some black conservative is telling you, who is likely doing very well supporting white supremacy. You see, blacks who support white supremacy, yeah, they can get paid. Yeah, white conservatives will pay them big money. Big money. Make them very wealthy so long as they just continue to carry the water of the white supremacists. We see that with Clarence Thomas. And there are many others. We got 4 years of this junk coming down the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of you have been asking me, what are we going to do? Well, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. That's why I'm not releasing as many videos, because I'm taking a lot of my time. And I'm putting things in place to create a movement, a spiritual movement that will have implications in the political and economic and legal world. Okay? I introduced you to this movement some months ago. AMCA. Demanding justice, discipling righteousness. This is based on the Holy Scriptures. Psalm 89:14, where God says he established his throne and his kingdom on justice and righteousness. This is the only way to fight these people. We must rely on God to help us, as our ancestors did. There is no way our ancestors could have survived and even overcame slavery and Jim Crow without relying on the Lord Jesus Christ. Let me be specific. On the Lord. They were all Christian people. All of them.
Well, there's our people right there. I'm gonna have to end it right there and stuff, cause you know I don't mean to be disrespectful and stuff like that, but the Jesus Christ and stuff is not here. And yeah, and yeah. So, but we heard the gist of what we needed to hear from him, that everything Black America, everything, if for nothing else, we need to let those in our lives know that we are worthy. We are worth it. Our ancestors are worth it to keep talking about it, to keep listening to it, keep teaching about us. Because everybody know Donald Trump finna wipe everything away that we stand for. They already done took our very beginning, our very identity, our very legacy. Now you want to take what was contributed to make this world a better place from us? Everybody done benefited off the affirmative action. All the other laws that were created for us and our safety. You know, that's because in my mind's eye and stuff, I see it that everybody finna just be on Black America's ass. That's why they don't need it no more. Everybody not gonna be against each other. Everybody finna be on Black America. Like the King Alfred plan said. You know, it's time to provoke Black America. And then the poll, that's what it's going to be. A provocation. They don't even care what it's going to be. You know, you was at the light too long. You know, you was at the gas pump too long. You took too long putting air in your tire. It's going to be some old frivolous, some old bullshit, you know. But it's all done to provoke Black people. Yeah. And I know FAFO is out there. Fuck around and find out. But yeah, these people, you know, they very crafty, very manipulative. Oh, where was we at in our book? Yeah, we're going to read today. I'm going to go back and watch this video right here with Augustus, with Brother Augustus and stuff, because I need to learn about the laws. He wants us to learn about the Civil Rights Act, y'all. I know. I'm going to put him in this notebook right here. Yeah, I had OSM on there. But I think I can make this with another one, mix that. But he needs his own notebook too. We just got to start doing the knowledge. You know, go out to the dollar store, buy you a lot of dollar notebooks. That's all you can do, because we listening to a lot of people. We learning from each other. We learning from our elders, you know, and learning about our inventors and our creators and stuff. That right there is going to be enough. That's going to it's going to motivate our youth. Because see, our babies, I was talking to somebody yesterday about this. Our babies are so emotionally restless. They spiritually restless, educationally restless. We got to give them some meat. We got to give them what they need. Yeah, we must. Yeah. Oh, what were we going to read about yesterday? We read the first terrorist flag, the first Pony Express. Let me see. I'm just trying to get up to where we was at. The first black bank. We read about the first black bank. I think it was yesterday. And you know how white folks took all the money that black people had saved up. Black people had donated, you know, was sending in money and stuff. And it was like $57 million in 37 different cities. And how long did it say? It took like, you know, almost overnight. Took a little time, but, you know, compared to what we've been through, we've been able to create and manifest seemingly overnight. You know, who else could manifest that type of power after all of this that we done been through and stuff? But yeah, it said, honey, 9 years. There it is right there. Over the course of 9 years, the ex-slaves deposited $57 million, y'all, in 37 different branches of the freedmen banks. White folks took all of it. White men took everything at one time. At one time. You know, we read about that yesterday. But I'm just saying, you know, we reading, we getting through this right here. Yep. Oh, wow. And then it says, and following the U.S. Supreme Court slaughterhouse decision, we stipulated that the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the Constitution were solely for blacks. The executive, judiciary, and legislative branches entered into a conspiracy to end Civil War Reconstruction and its freedmen's programs. Just always some manipulating, you know, going on with us. The white America has never been sincere with us, even down to the level of just interacting with them. You know, we got to strictly just be only working. We can only work together now. You know, we got to really watch our back with them and stuff, because they've let us become so misled and believe in this illusion. Don't nobody know it. Why? White people know everything about your life, your routine, how you cook, how you run your household, everything. But when they go back home and stuff, you might come over there and you might go in the refrigerator and get you some water, but you don't know what's in that attic up there. You sure don't. So, you know, we need to stop fooling ourselves that we part of this whole illusion, because we not. It's finna cave in on us. We finna find out. Okay, let's read now. The first to ban educating blacks. The first to ban educating blacks. So I guess fine. Oh, this right here is Dr. Claude Anderson and his son Brent Anderson. Yeah, more dirty little secrets about Black history, its heroes, and other trademarks, troublemakers. This volume 2, I don't have volume 1, but you know, when the ancestors prosper us and stuff, then we'll get all the books that we writing about, you know, and the other books and stuff, because you know it's a lesson. See, books to buy. This right here is, you know, like our curriculum and stuff. And like I was saying, the ancestors just let me know and stuff. We all got multiversities. Yeah, not just universities, you know, like the Black universities, and you know, you might got Harvard University and stuff like that. See, we different. We're on a different level now. We got to evolve. We must evolve. Everything in our lives must evolve. So therefore, you know, our schools, our homeschooling that we're doing and stuff with our babies, our children, each other and stuff, we got to evolve that too. You know, mine's is Bolden Nation, multiversity. What's yours going to be? I don't know. Add multiversity already to the name that you already have. I don't know. You know, they just said, let everybody know that everybody finna have a multiversity. Whatever you teaching and stuff, you could be teaching cooking, cleaning, sewing, crocheting, whatever to do with home, you know. And I don't know, you maybe want to make it your home blackness multiversity. I don't know, because you come in with different lessons. So see, and it's different. It's not just one universe. You come in with the multiverse. From that's where you come from and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Make it work for yourself. They just said everybody got multiverses. In multiversities. It's like, different levels. Like in a song, you got lyrics. You got, singing makes the heart feel good. Singing actually heals your body. But in a song, you got the lyrics, the stanza, you got the bridge, you got the chorus, you got the intro to the song. Like, when you think about the Yin Yang Twins or something like that, you got the intro to a song. You got the bridge, So that's like your multiversity, your multi-university stuff. Yeah, you got everything to it. It's different though, because you got different facets that you're teaching, you learning, you teaching us about, and it's real complex and stuff. But I was like, oh, I thought it was for me. I thought it was gonna be me, with a multi-university, yeah, university school. Oh, you got your own university? Oh, honey, I got multi-university, yeah. So it's for everybody and stuff. You meant to have yours too. Start thinking of your new name, I guess. Incorporate it into the name of your business that you have. Yeah, take it. That's what it's for. So I was like, oh, okay, because I'm kind of like, this resonate with me. It resonated with me and stuff, but then, yeah, and I was like, oh, well, shoot, I got to come back and let y'all know, multi-university, it's all of our schools. No matter what you teaching, it's all of our schools and stuff, because for the simple fact, we got to evolve now. So yeah, it'll be interesting and stuff. We all good, y'all. Let's get ready to create. The first to ban educating blacks, because for the longest time we couldn't even read. Yeah, Frederick Douglass taught himself to read. And now let's see. Even though they let us read and stuff, white folks still tricked us. I think before we actually left the plantations, that gave white folks a whole year or two or whatever, however long it took for them to revamp everything against us. That's just how I think. I'm just saying. It is no big secret that during slavery in most states, it cost a person $100 and 39 lashes with a whip if they were caught teaching a black person to read and write. Black slaves caught reading and writing, especially a newspaper, were often beaten or even killed. Blacks who could read or write had to dumb down in the presence of whites. Whites harbored little fear of illiterate blacks. Whites did fear educated blacks and used the law to impose ignorance on them. South Carolina has the dubious honor of being the first state to forbid teaching a black to read and write. In the early 1700s, when the British first established the colonies, there was strong opposition to educating slaves. The ruling whites resisted the efforts of missionaries to teach blacks to read the Bible and write, because they knew it was easier to control an ignorant slave than an educated one. And that's what Frederick Douglass' master said when the missus told him, oh, I taught Frederick to read and he's been reading so well and his mind is so just grasping. And that white man went off, because you can't teach a slave to read. He said, you do that, you'll lose them. You'll never get control of them again. So yeah, we couldn't read and write and stuff. It was the law. White folks made it the law. So you knew white folks was not finna get no 39 lashes for teaching somebody black to read. They was like, oh no, I am not finna get 39 lashes. Yeah, who would? The Stono slave uprising, that's STONO, the Stono slave uprising in the early 1700s made matters worse. Out of fear, the ruling white overclass argued that they would exercise all measures to ensure that no light would enter the black slave's brain. For more than 3 centuries, y'all, they succeeded. 300 years, y'all. I mean, wow. The Stono slave uprising in the early 1700s made matters worse. There's a lesson in itself. I never heard of the Stono slave uprising. Out of fear, the ruling white overclass argued that they would exercise all measures to make sure that no light would ever enter the black slave's brain. We weren't never supposed to be able to think for ourselves. We were never supposed to be able to read and know that right there is saying you are God. The cosmos manifested you. You weren't supposed to read that and know that it was somebody said, Face the Nation said that the cosmos manifested you. Black America and Black Africa. The cosmos manifested you. No, we weren't never supposed to read nothing. First Meritorious Manumission Awards. I never know what Meritorious Manumission was, but I heard it. I didn't learn it. See, that's why I like to do repetition. Because with repetition, you get a chance to learn it. And when you hear it, you know it. And then eventually you can think of something that can help you, connect the dots, like a little hint or something. Meritorious Manumission was a slavery control, rewarded and set free any Black slave who saved a white person's life, protected white property, created an invention from which the white slave owner could profit, or informed on anyone planning a slave revolt or escape. Ain't that some? So that's what Meritorious Manumission means. Yep. That's what Meritorious Manumission means. As long as you stab the other Black person in the eye, however you turn your back on the Black person, there it is, your Meritorious Manumission. Yep. Well, let's read and see what it gives you. Meritorious, was a slavery control, rewarded and set free. You get your freedom. But what about the brother we just read about? And white folks have been trying to get him. For like 20 years, the Jim Crow system, white folks chased him for like 20 years, y'all, because he escaped slavery. Not Charles Nail, which we know Harriet Tubman saved him. This was another brother. And he moved away and he became a really good, trustworthy, dependable man in the city and stuff. He worked for the city, and white folks, he worked for the city with the fire department, and he had several positions, of his work in the city and stuff. White folks loved him and stuff. Black folks loved him. He saved the city twice from being burnt down. But honey, white folks hated him so bad because he was a supervisor on the job. So he actually was all over white men and stuff, and white men hated him. And they actually got him, and some lady charged him with a crime, or some said he tried to do something to her. She actually lived up the street from his mama and used to help his mama with washing clothes and stuff like that. I guess his mama would pay her. That's how I took it when I read it, But she would help the mama, they were kind of like poor and stuff. She would help his mom and stuff. Well, one day she was over his mama's house and he was over there, and they went to the back to look at something, and she ended up saying that he touched her. He tried to rape her and stuff. And her husband said that he went to the back of the house with the mama. So they left her and him there together, and they said that he tried to rape her and stuff. So they ended up sending him to the chain gang for like 13 years. But after 4 years, the community, because see, white people never believed it anyway. White people like, oh no, how could they do that to Chip? Chip wouldn't have never done that, She's lying. Because see, she was a hoe anyway. The lady that said he did it, she was a hoe anyway. They actually found her right after they sent him off to prison, to the chain gang. They actually had to go get her because her ass left as soon as he was guilty. She left, probably as soon as they arrested him. She left and went to another little city, like town, like 13 miles or 15 miles away and stuff, 30 minutes, miles away, something like that. So they had to go get her and bring her ass back because now it's the trial. And, it would have been an uproar then because you don't go get no white woman talking about you finna defend and find out what happened to this Black man. But see, since she was a whore anyway, and people in that town where he was from, so they were like, nah, we believe in him. We believe in Chip. He didn't do it. So he did serve them 4 years, but they had been working to get him free. She had a history of being with white men and Black men, or setting up Black men or something like that. So that when I find it, I'll read it. So they was already skeptical of her. So don't you know he was freed after 4 years? Got his job back. Has saved the whole city twice. And don't you know white men were still after this man to kill him? What was his meritorious manumission? But all the evil, the hatredness that they felt for us, It wasn't never there. He could never receive it. You know, we can never trust these people and stuff. They ain't never been sincere with us. And now at a time like this, an unprecedented time like this, when it's more imperative than ever, y'all, that our ancestors be remembered. All of them, that they be remembered. Because, honey, after this right here, it won't be no more. This right here is finna set the tone for life on this planet for the next, 500, 400, 500, 600 years? I don't know. But, honey, we got to take control of it because this is forever where we concerned. Yeah, we can't leave white people, white America in control for another 200 years, 300 years, 400 years. I don't know. They planning on forever and ever. Yeah, they planning on you being in heaven so they can do it too. I'm just saying. But let's read. Yeah. Meritorious manumission was first established by the Virginia and South Carolina colonies in 1710. South Carolina's first meritorious manumission award was to a slave named Nigger Willis, who betrayed slaves who was planning a revolt. Between 1710 and 1865, meritorious manumission was such a strong enticement that out of 260 recorded slave revolts, a black person informed in every one. A black person told on every last one of them. Because, see, they made it look good. They made freedom look good. And with our mindset and stuff, and then I'm pretty sure with the, the keep the master safe. Master, you sick, I got pneumonia. You got a cold, I got pneumonia. So they made it look good and stuff. So, yeah, out of 260 recorded slave revolts, a black person told on every one. Yep. By the early 1800s, so many slaves were being meritoriously manumitted that some states passed anti-manumission laws. Anti-manumission laws. Oh, I didn't even know there were anti-manumission laws, but it was. Because so many slaves were just telling on each other. See, that's how much it go to show you we were trying to get away. We've always tried to get away from these people. And right now, y'all, we just cannot just lay down and keep ourselves with them just because we don't know. We got to wake all of us up. It's time to go. It is time to go. Our people have not been fighting to get away from white America all this time. And then here we are. We can't even see our life without white America. I bet our ancestors in the afterlife, because I done freed everybody in heaven. Everybody y'all done put in heaven with all this forgiveness. I done freed them. Yep. They ain't in heaven no more. Everybody's in the afterlife. The only ones is in heaven right now is our ancestors, the sellouts and the coons and the skin folks that that refuse to understand that it's a whole multiverse out there. You ain't gotta go to heaven. You can go to the afterlife. Now they still in heaven. White folks do got some people up there with them to control, but it ain't our innocence anymore. It's not the victims anymore. I told all of them they can get up and go. They flew off. They in the afterlife right now. I'm just saying, I want you to know who did it. I did it. I did it. And the rest of us did it. Me and the rest of us did it. See, we got some of us here on this planet right now that know it's a spiritual war. And we know, I don't know who woke me up. I thought it was Martin Luther King, but I think it was Sister. Because she woke herself up. I was listening to her. And she said she woke herself up. And she was saying, wake up. Wake up. Wake up! And I don't know. I guess it reverberated through all of us. Because something woke me up. And so I was like, hey, here I am now. But yeah. So wake up. Wake your ass up too. But yeah, y'all, it was so many. By the early 1800s, so many slaves were being meritoriously manumitted that some states passed anti-manumission laws. Now, who granddad out there? Great-great-great-granddad out there. Who? Did he tell you that's how he got his freedom? And that's why you're a sucker-ass, punk-ass coward? Because you learned from him to sell us out? Is that why we such cowards today? So ready to snitch on each other. I want to know. Ooh, I think I am one. Ooh, oh, my ancestors. Yes, it was mine. And I forgive them right today because I done broke all them curses. Yep, I think it was mine. And you know, we've been reading about Sambo right in this book right here. My great-great-granddaddy name was Sambo. Yep, it sure was. And I love my great-great-granddaddy read today because I learned after my other great-great-great-granddaddy. Yep. I learned after great-grandmama Eileen. Yep, sure did. I bet she the one that told him, Sambo, this shit right here gonna stop right today. It's gonna stop. It's gonna be broken right today. I don't know how it happened. I'm gonna have to talk to my own family on this. Sure is right here. There it is. Sambo Awards, new group accountability. Yep. So yeah, hey, we gotta admit it. I sure gotta stand in my truth now. I sure do, honey. I got to stand for my people now. And my great-great-granddad, I never knew him. I never knew him. White folks probably killed him after he did all that sacrificing, you know. If that's what happened with him, I'm gonna have to talk to my family and stuff. But it said right here. And then why did my family tell me that was his name, Sambo? They could have told me what his real name was. Marcus. Or Maurice, you know. But all I ever knew was Sambo, and he was dead, but you know, when I was young and growing up, so I really don't know when he passed away, how it happened. But I bet your white folks had something to do with it. Yep, after all that sacrificing and stuff, they probably killed him. When he probably said, enough is enough. I will not allow you to use me or my people anymore. And they probably killed him. Yep. And I forgive him too. Yeah, I forgive him too. Because I know I ain't going to be like that. No, Ain't no swaying me. Ain't no swaying us today. See, we can't be fearful of what's to come. No, honey, I'm looking forward to going to the 12th afterlife. I'm looking forward to going to the second afterlife. Yeah, honey, I'm going to take that detour so fast around heaven. I'm going to take that detour so fast. It's going to be like that train on what's that movie Denzel Washington was in, and the train ran away. It was a runaway train, 357, 757 or something. Yeah, I'll be coming in hot. Yeah, because I ain't going to heaven with white folks. After this right here, I don't never want to see white folks again. And all of my energetic vibing, because I'm energy. We energy, black people. You ain't got to spend enough after this. No, you take your ass to heaven. Be prepared to be up there. And John Brown is in heaven, still battling against white people. Him and his two sons. Because, you know, white folks, they lynched him and his two sons. And they lynched the black men, too. I think it was like 50 of them. Probably more. We'll read about it. But, yeah, he's in heaven. John Brown is. And the other white abolitionists, they in heaven still telling white folks, y'all got them in heaven, too, behind a gate picking cotton. Because William Joseph Simmons, I already said it in Red Summer, that he had a spiritual vision of white. He didn't say white men. He just said robed men galloping across the sky. Yep. In the map of the shape of the United States, and he revived the Ku Klux Klan. It's in this book. So, you know, for me, as soon as I sat down right here, I already knew the Bible wasn't finna be used in this right here. We will read the Bible because I got some contradictions that I want to go through in the Bible. But that's not our text for racial reconciliation or unification with us. The Bible is not going to help us heal us. The Bible is not going to give white folks therapy. The Bible is really just to make us think we okay, we fine. I didn't even resonate with the Bible healing. I thought black people was all right. I thought I was just fucking up. Oh, well, come on, face. Now, you've been a two-time teenage mother. Shit, you dropped out of school, and who get to the 11th grade and drop out? You know, but yeah, you just got to lay in the bed you made. You know, that's how I am, and that's how it was and stuff, you know. So, yeah, I was like, yeah, you know what, hell, I fucked up. You know, let me just make things right, you know, the best I can and stuff. But now, it's like, damn, yeah, I was supposed to fuck up some more. I ain't supposed to be right here. No, honey. I'm not supposed to be right here reading to my people about my ancestors. That you know I love my ancestors. Anybody that talk to me know I love my ancestors. That's all I'm finna talk about. I'm gonna let you get your 5 minutes out. And after then, yeah, I'm finna give you a little inspiration and motivation. Because I got to go. See, it ain't too much you can tell me that's gonna inspire me. Because you're probably talking about some bullshit. I'm just saying. That's just how I am and stuff. And, so yeah, I ain't supposed to be here. You ain't supposed to be there. No, you're not. You're supposed to be out distracted. Playing golf or going in Foot Locker if you can find one open. Trying to find you some new shoes, some new Nikes to put on your feet. That's what we supposed to be doing. Out at the Mall of America. Yeah, we ain't supposed to be sitting here reading and learning and teaching. We're not supposed to be inspiring each other that it's you. It's you. Where my book's at? Where's my book's at? It's you that's going to be the catalyst. You're going to be the spark to wake up them babies. Once you start telling them about Bill Pinkett rodeo, what? Y'all, he really got a live rodeo. I'm just saying. Sarah Rector, the richest little girl in America. What? See, this is us. This is what we got to do. I'm only too happy to do it, honey. Yes, I'm happy. I am happy. It ain't nothing else I want to be doing. Matter of fact, it just ain't. I wanted to be a teacher when I was a little girl. Yeah, when on the last day of school and stuff, everybody done threw everything out their lockers and stuff, honey. I was going through everybody's shit. I was getting notebooks. I was getting pencils, crayons, coloring markers, glue. Honey, I was getting everybody's staples. They had a little thing like this. I was getting everything. Yeah, I sure was. Shit, I was like, here, tote this home. I was giving my cousin stuff, this big old heavy bag. Face, I don't want to be toting on. I was like, hell, we going the same place. Shit. Yeah, but I'm just saying, we're in a wonderful time for us. I know the world on fire. Shit, hell, let them put it out. We're in a wonderful time for us, and we just got to use it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Shit, hell, I'm happy. I ain't high. I'm not drunk. If it's a natural high, hell, it's mine. Can you imagine when I get outside? Oh, honey, I'll be outside. I see a dandelion pull over. Pull over. You be like, what the hell done happened? You got to piss? You got to piss or something? I'm going, I got to pick a couple of dandelions. Shit, we going to the Mall of America. What the hell? We need to change our mind, shit, instead of going up there. You're going to spend some money when you go to the Mall of America, don't you? Yeah, don't you take no $50 time. Yeah, we going to the Mall of America. No, you ain't. You better take a $250 at least if you going to the Mall of America. I'm just saying, I don't shop in them places, but you got to take some money. So, yeah, I'll be like, shit, hell, I wasn't trying to spend no money up in there anyway, shit. That's just me. But you got to find the small things and just be happy about it, Black America. Because it's all us. This whole shebang, bang, bang is about us. Everybody want us to stay down and dumb and keep white America up and elevated and stuff. We can't do that no more. Everybody know white America stripping everything from us, so we got to keep our vibes high. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep our vibes high, keep our eyes on the prize. Everybody else is. They ain't got no problem with it. And I ain't got no problem being happy about me and my people, my ancestors. I don't have no problem. I ain't worried about nobody. Oh, you talking about soldiering the truth again? You talking about Charles Nails again? I sure am. And I'm finna start talking about Robert Smalls too if I want to. Why? Everybody don't want us to do it. So that's even more reason to do it. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, honey, can't nobody tell me nothing. No, don't talk to me then. You ain't got to talk to me. Shit, Fantasia said it first. But let's read, How many slaves actually received their freedom in meritorious manumission is not known. However, in the instance of informers, they placed their personal gain and need for white approval above the lives and well-being of other members of their race. Yep. Even in the foremost noted slave uprising in America's history, the Stono Revolt, Gabriel Prosser's Revolt, Denmark Vesey's Revolt, and Nat Turner's Revolt, Black informants ended the revolts and sentenced thousands of blacks seeking freedom to their death. There wasn't just 100 people. It said thousands of blacks that were seeking freedom to their death. The Civil War may have ended the peculiar institution of slavery, but there have been no private or government-sponsored program to deprogram the descendants of slaves and end America's meritorious manumission policy. Oh, is this saying y'all asses will still snitch on us? Is that what this is saying in a roundabout way? The Civil War may have ended the peculiar institution of slavery, but there has been no private or government-sponsored program to deprogram the descendants of slaves, that's us, and end America's meritorious manumission policy. You know, the policy where you got to go tell that somebody finna do something and you got to go tell it. That's what, so y'all still snitch on us. That's what this is saying, because there ain't nobody been deprogrammed. We ain't been deprogrammed. Nope. So ain't. So for all of those that's ready to say, yeah, it was Face said, you know, we're going to keep our dollar. I agree. Keep your money, Black America. We used to hold our dollar for 11 days. Did y'all know Black Americans used to hold our dollar bill, $1? We kept it in our community. Round and round and round, up and down. Yep. We kept that dollar for 11 days. Now we can't keep a dollar, but what I think it said half an hour. Yep, we got to go spend it. We don't care if we got to walk, run, catch a ride the bus. Can I get a free ride up here to the store? You know, so we can go spend that dollar. So yeah, we got to keep our dollar, I agree. And keep our seed too. Don't you have no black babies with nobody. Don't you have your babies with black people. Don't you go give that black seed, that black sperm to nobody else. You're supposed to have black babies. So yeah, when y'all gonna tell you it will face the nation, the first one I heard say, you know, keep your dollar and your... I sure did, and I mean it. White folks said it first. White folks the one that said it first. Keep white pure, keep white. And they was right. They were right. We need to keep our babies for ourselves. Have babies with us. If you know you in love with somebody, I'm going to love Tommy the rest of our life. I don't care, Faith. Then go get yourself fixed. Go get yourself fixed. Okay? Because should nobody lineage live on? No, they lineage do not deserve to live on, if you ask me. As far as you concerned, black woman and black man, don't nobody lineage deserves to live on if it ain't yours. Well, if they deserve to live on, let them go have them with someone else, and it will live on. But see, what you doing, Black America, is you decreasing your lineage by being with someone that's not of your race. I didn't know it was deep like that either. No, but see, my ancestors must have guided me to my two teenage, mistake decisions. When I had my teenage pregnancies, my babies and stuff, see, I don't know. Because, when you do procreate, babies are beautiful. All babies are beautiful. But as we seen in that movie, The Help, and I found that book the other day to help y'all look. What did our sister tell us? Our sister told us that them babies grow up and be just like they racist mama and they racist daddy. She sure did. In the movie The Help, I ain't read the book, but I saw the movie. Y'all all seen the movie. And look how thick that book is. Ain't no pages, I don't think. No, ain't no pictures in between these pages. So see, yeah, have black babies. I'll say it. I said it once, I'll say it again. Yes, have black babies. And my brother, if you just got to be with Sabrina, go get yourself fixed. Go get yourself fixed. If you and Sabrina, if any of y'all decide, okay, we're going to have our babies. Fuck what Faith got to say. Then at least tell your babies, teach your babies whose lineage needs to live on. If you got to do it like that, I don't know. Need is such a harsh word, it seems like, when you're talking about life. But hey, we are talking about life. Now, who do you think needs to live on, destruction or creation? I mean, it's simple. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Yes, it is. Who do you think needs to live on destruction, chaos, madness, castration, dismemberment, lynchings, or creating progress? You see? I mean, it's real simple once you think about it. We ain't got to make things so difficult. Being afraid of white America, being afraid to stand up for us is what makes it so difficult. I didn't even know nothing about personal freedom. Shit, I was just kind of mad because hell, I didn't get no financial freedom. But then, when you give up your educational, freedom and attributes and stuff, then yeah, you probably ain't gonna reach the pinnacle where you financially free. You're gonna have to go some roundabout ways and stuff, and I was just like, yeah, well, that's fucked up. But it's all right because I'd rather have personal freedom anyway. Yeah, I'd rather have, if I did have financial freedom, I ain't do nothing but go from door to door. Sister, you need help with your light bill. She probably gonna cuss me out. Yeah, so fucking what? Yeah, my motherfucking bill is late. I was just coming by to say, hell, shit, let me put $25 on it. So, it's probably a good thing that I didn't become financially wealthy and stuff, or either that or leave y'all asses and go up there and be shooting. Oh, yeah, faces out here on the 49th hole with Martha Stewart. They're in the vineyard picking peaches and shit like that. A whole bunch of bullshit. We just look at everything and just get trapped in shit. And therefore, we know it, hell, here we is, 52 years old. Yeah, I've been here 52 years. Or 67 like yourself, and all of a sudden it's like, damn, I done wasted all this time. But that's not a bad thing either. Because look at everything you done learned up to now. And look at what's happening in the world now. There is a need. Black America. Don't be mistaken. There is a need. However old you are. Because see, we're in unprecedented times now. We need all of your creativity, all of your inspiration, your motivation, so we can start thinking. We can start planning. See, we got to start considering what is tomorrow finna be like. You got to wake up. You can't be in that blissful ignorance no more. You're going to wake up here and you done miss the apocalypse. Don't sleep through the apocalypse, black people. That's all I got to say, because white folks, yeah, this too smart for me. Manipulative. I ain't never been this manipulative in my life. You think it's easy to just read shit that's been done like this? Who in their right mind? And then try to hide it like it's been healed. Like they've been healed. None had some therapy. They should have been the main ones telling the whole Black America. Yes, we go to therapy every other year. We go to therapy 6 to 9 months of the year. And we sit there and we talk. They ain't said nothing about nobody done had no therapy, no healing, no woosah, or nothing. And we know we ain't had none. So, yeah, I'm just at the point where I'm glad black people are done. We're done trying to make everybody comfortable. Where everybody's seeking their own personal freedom. And we just got to let us know it's okay. It's okay here. Find your personal freedom. Yeah, I don't know. I guess our throat chakra need to add up, open up. That's what sister was talking about. Yep, I don't know too much about that either, but I'm about to learn. And then, a couple of months ago, how about I bought that throat chakra right there at the darn, it was an incense shop. It was an incense shop. See, look, let me show you what it looked like. You better start listening to your ancestors, Black America. Hell, turn that motherfucking Mari and shit out and put you something on that's really gonna help you. See, look, ain't that beautiful? It's a throat chakra, and you just do like that and put it on your throat or something right there. You get them for different parts. And so I was like, all right, it's different ones to buy. But yeah, it's all for a reason because it's time for us to evolve. I'm telling you, shit, I quit school in 11th grade and down south, that was already a strike because they ain't even taught me nothing. And I wish Miss Marilyn would call me on the phone, tell my face, is that you on the airwaves talking about? Yeah, it sure is. It sure is, Marilyn. And ain't no Miss Marilyn no more. Because, yeah, we both grown now. We both know now. See? And so it is. The first black babies in the White House, y'all, is they finna talk about Malia Neal. Black slave. Oh no. They talking about the black babies that the slave sisters had to have in the White House. I guess let's read. It said the White House. That is 1806. I don't know. Let's just read. Black slaves and laborers not only built the White House in Washington, D.C., but they also lived in it and birthed black babies in it. In December 1806, a black baby was born to Fannie and Eddie, a slave couple who belonged to Thomas Jefferson, and they worked for him in the White House. Unfortunately, the young slave child died in the White House of unknown causes just prior to his second birthday. There's little doubt that other black children were born in the White House. During the 100 years before the Civil War, nearly every president owned slaves. So the White House was home for hundreds of them. You know, they'd be out along the lawn and in the fields and the front yards and stuff. Before the White House was built, George Washington, who is recognized as the first president, resided in a red brick mansion on Chestnut Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And he wasn't the first president. It was John Hanson, a black man. Yeah. I read about him a couple of weeks ago myself. Washington's household was composed of 32 people, including approximately 20 of his black slaves. Thomas Jefferson, the third United States president, and he wasn't the third either, so that would have pushed them back. See the lies? The third president had a black mistress and black babies on his Monticello plantation in Virginia. Sally Hemings, as president, he took several slaves from his Monticello plantation to work in and around the White House executive mansion. By the end of his term, Jefferson told his daughter that he might switch to white servants because when they misbehave, they can be fired. Slaves could not be fired. All the presidents from Washington's era to the decade after the Civil War were or had been slave owners at one time. They either brought their own slaves to the mansion or used slave laborers assigned to the White House during their term of office. In the White House, the slave living quarters were either the cellar or the attic. Ain't I just been talking about the attic today? And the attic is not even a word in my daily vocabulary. But see, it's all just small connections. Just small connections, like George Fraser said, connect the dots. I mean, even reading itself will let you know that there's some connections here going on. So that's where the slaves stayed at, you know, in the cellar or the attic in the White House. Andrew Jackson, the seventh president, brought slaves from his Tennessee plantation, honey. His personal body slave slept on the floor in Jackson's bedroom. A grown man. Probably a little boy. You know, that one slave picture showed the little boy on his hands and knees, and the soldier or somebody was sitting on the little boy back. Yeah. Yeah, I don't forgive nothing. I sure don't. I don't feel like I gotta forgive nothing. Oh yeah, we ain't got but a little bit more time here, but at least we reading. Because, you know, I ain't even been reading lately and stuff because I just been into other things and stuff, and then the videos and, you know, but yeah, at least we reading. So, hey, it's all good with me. You know, I'm not even mad about it and stuff. Andrew Jackson, the seventh president, brought slaves from his Tennessee plantation. His personal body slaves slept on the floor in Jackson's bedroom. James Polk, and it's strange, I know some Polks too. See that name play? Yeah, all this word play and stuff, you know. It's truly something. Since they took our language from us, ain't none of us got our true names. Yeah, but I digress. James Polk, the 11th president, went so far as to replace all white staff with black slaves from his Tennessee plantation and Louisiana sugar mills. His slaves also lived in the basement and the attic. When Zachary Taylor became president, anti-slavery sentiments were high in the District of Columbia. Fearful of political repercussions, Taylor hid his slaves from the public by restricting them to the 8 attic rooms, the presidential private rooms, and the executive kitchen. You can go here, here, and here, but you can't be seen. Ain't that some shit? Like that movie, Flowers in the Attic. Remember the grandmama, the white lady, kept the kids when her daughter ran off with a man. I don't know if he was black. He didn't make enough money or something. I don't remember. But when the daddy died, he was a cop anyway. When he died, she had to go back with the kids. And her mama was so evil to him, she kept them all in the attic. But the mama could come out of the attic, and she ended up marrying some rich white man and stuff, honey, and acting like she wasn't even a mama. And them kids wasn't even up there in the attic, but the kids started escaping out of the attic and stuff. I'm just saying, I digress. Yeah, it's all in the movies and stuff. So, fearful of political repercussions, Taylor hid his slaves from the public by restricting them to the 8 attic rooms. And there was a big attic them kids was in, because you could see them running back and forth through it. And they hung up planes and birds and stuff, because they were real high. It was like a mansion. Y'all seen that movie, Flowers in the Attic? By restricting them to the 8 attic rooms, the presidential private rooms, and the executive kitchen. With all those slaves living and sleeping all over the White House for nearly a century, y'all. Almost 100 years. A calculator would be needed to compute the number of black babies that was born there in the White House. Wow. Grant hired white servants to work inside the White House and ordered most of the newly freed slaves to work outside. Ooh, I'm telling you, honey. The first black novelist in 1859, Our Nig, or Sketches from the Life of a Free Black by Harriet E. Wilson, a black woman, was the first novel published by a black person in the United States. Harriet E. Wilson was born in Fredericksburg, Virginia in 1808 and died in 1870 in Boston, Massachusetts. Unlike most books of that time, Our Nig was neither poetry nor about the life of a runaway slave. I only heard about nig, the word nig, N-I-G. I think I told y'all about this when I was looking at the movie Passing. And it was about the black lady and the 2 black girls. And one of them was real fair-skinned, Claire. And the other one was, I forgot her name, but she was a black woman and stuff. She didn't betray her family, her people, nothing, And Claire asked, who was real light-skinned and stuff, Claire passed as a white woman. So Claire ended up, as soon as they graduated, honey, Claire left everybody everything, clothes and everything, went and passed herself as a white woman, married this white banker. They had a little girl together. And then one day in Harlem, her friend, the black lady and stuff, she had graduated, married her a black doctor, a black doctor. They lived in Harlem, had 2 little boys. He was rich, she was rich, they was wealthy and stuff. She had maids, but she was up in Harlem shopping one day and stuff. So Claire seen her. Claire recognized who she was. She didn't recognize Claire because Claire turned herself into a white woman. Well, anyway, they got to talking and stuff, and they went up to Claire's room to have a cup of tea, and she didn't know, what happened to Claire. But Claire told and stuff, and then she's like, oh my, do they know? But they didn't know and stuff. So Claire was like, come up and have a cup of tea and we can talk. I can fill you in and stuff. But while they was up there, y'all, this what happened. Claire's husband came home, the white man, the banker man. And when he came in, he was like, oh, Nig, you having company. So, to see Our Nig, that's what it reminded me of. I think I watched it with one of my granddaughters, the eldest granddaughter, and I think we were like, wow, Nig, and they started laughing. And then me and her bust out laughing. Because what happened was, he made Claire tell her friend why he called her Nig. Guess why? He said, because over the years, she seemed to get darker and darker. And he joked with her all the time. He tell all their friends and stuff. Well, one day, I think I'm going to wake up and be laying right next to a full nigger. Because he said she get darker and darker every year. Well, He made her tell the friend why he called her nig and stuff. And then she started laughing. And the black lady, her friend, started laughing. She was laughing so hard, tears were just running out of her eyes, you know. And she was like, oh, the bullshit of it all was just too much for her. She was laughing and crying. And the Claire that turned herself into a white woman, she just crazy by now. She was having flashbacks and everything. And yeah, it was just fucked up. So, you know, our need, you know, yeah, anybody call you nig and stuff, honey, they calling you a nigger. Yeah, they calling you a nigger. Yeah. Harriet E. Wilson was born in Fredericksburg, Virginia in 1808 and died in 1870 in Boston, Massachusetts. Unlike other books of that time, our nig was neither poetry nor life of a runaway slave. Its topic was the oppressive experience of a young black woman in a white home in the heart of American abolitionism. Sadly, few blacks could read at that time. It was well after the Civil War, before mainstream American society chose to commit itself to building a literate society by funding a national system of public schools to teach every citizen how to read and write. Oh, ironically, one of the first novels published carried the racial epithet nig in the title. And 150 years later, the NAACP successfully pressured the Merriam-Webster Company to remove the word nigger from its dictionary. So it was just like, you know, regular language to them. You know, go figure, honey. I don't know how Hitler was able to think similarly to American evilness, but that's where I read that he got his ideal killings and stuff, you know, from America. First blacks to join the Union Army. They're going to talk about Robert Smalls. Let's see. History has heretofore recognized the first black entry and participation in the Civil War based upon when the Union Army was authorized to recruit free blacks in 1862. The racial barrier to the Civil War, however, had been broken earlier. On August the 23rd, 1861, James Stone of Ohio enlisted and became the first black to fight for the Union during the Civil War. He was a very light-skinned man, married to a white woman. Since the military officials didn't know he was black, prosperity. Stone received military rank, pay, and privileges comparable to any white soldier. His racial identity as a black person was not publicly revealed until after his death in 1862. Well, hell, did she know he was black? I mean, was it just black men or black women passing for white? Or did black men do it also? George Fraser let it be known he was a black man. Sure did. He did say that white men he was in meetings with and stuff, white folks told him stuff because they thought he was white at first. They assumed he was white because he looked white. He still looked white. But when I seen him and stuff, he was like, yes, I am a black man. He showed some of his relatives, his elders and stuff. They all black men. Yeah. James Stone's ability to pass as a white man was not unique. His case simply points out that black people are not always easily categorized. Some are clearly identifiably black, while others are black because they declare themselves to be. Millions of black people passed for something other than black and started that way before James Stone joined the military. Throughout this nation's history, white society has had a poor record of determining who was black. Yeah, they just said white and black. Whites allowed, blacks allowed. Whites allowed, blacks not allowed. Colored. You know. So I guess that's right today, you know, we don't really know how to classify ourselves and stuff. You know, we just said at odds and stuff. Everybody say they the Israelites and all this and that and ADOS. And then we got FBAs. I'm Foundation of Black Americans, B1. But I didn't know all these labels and stuff either. See, I don't know who to blame, the education system and the political system, because the politicians were supposed to make sure we knew what laws and stuff, what terms and stuff was passing, what bills and acts and stuff like HR 40. reparations bill. They're supposed to let us know when all of them things pass so we can keep up with stuff. But see, everybody just dumbed us down. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm just so betrayed. I feel so betrayed by folks and stuff, honey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but let's read. First black guest in the White House. George Washington was the first president of the United States to invite a black person into the White House. George Washington met with Phyllis Wheatley and thanked her for a poem that she had written in tribute to him. Phyllis Wheatley's poem about George Washington fit her pattern of writing about mainstream issues and people. Her poems were often of a religious nature and rarely, if ever, about slavery or black people. Phyllis Wheatley became the first popular and published black poet in America because she didn't ever write about slavery and black people. That's why I love Phyllis, though. We got some books over there for her, and we're going to read them. Yeah. Although, in 1773, she became the first black American to publish a book. In great measure, Phyllis Wheatley was allowed to succeed because she avoided race matters and garnered many white supporters. We love her, though, because she at least opened the door for the rest of us. See? You see how it worked out for us? Yeah, so yeah, we love Phyllis and we thank Phyllis, for her contributions too. Mm-hmm. She knew that she couldn't write about slavery or black people, how evil white folk was. She knew she couldn't. But I bet you when I read it, I'll find some little gems that she did let it be known. But she probably didn't do it too often and stuff to tip it off. That's what her heart desire was. She knew that after she did what she did, she knew we were going to write about her. That's what it was, see. Phyllis knew that when she opened the door and made white people fall in love with her writings, her poems, exalting them and making them feel so superior and so generous and kind. See, that will open the door for everybody else to be able to write about their motherfucking asses and what they done did. How brilliant was that? See, how brilliant was that? That's what happened. Yes, we all need to thank Phyllis. Don't you ever forget Phyllis. Phyllis Wheatley. And they won't make up a cereal talking about eat your Wheaties. The first black painter. See, black people, we always were doing things so we can open the door. Open the door up for us. Yeah, I'll open the door up for the multiverse up there. Come on through. Come on through them. All you got to do is peek your head in. Just think about it a little bit. You got some time. That's why they be saying, oh, before you die, before you take your last breath, you better give your life over to Jesus Christ, honey. Before your last breath, you better say, oh, I'm going to the multiverse. I'm going to the 11th universe. That's what you better be saying. Hey, I'm just here to say, don't hate me. First black painter in the late 1700s, a black slave painted himself out of slavery. Sure did, honey. I can see him walking right off the canvas. Yep, I can see him walking right off the canvas, and he done painted himself and done walk right off the canvas and stuff. The particulars of just how Joshua Johnston, Johnston, the particulars of just how Joshua Johnston was able to gain his freedom from his master is unknown. I just told you he walked off the canvas. No, he sold them paintings and stuff, and made his way. He bought his freedom probably. Let's read. But by 1796, he was advertising his painting services in a Baltimore, Maryland newspaper. What is clear is that Joshua Johnston was America's first notable black artist and painter. In the late 1700s and early 1800s, Joshua Johnston earned his living in Baltimore, Maryland and Washington, D.C. by painting portraits of wealthy white folks. Apparently, not all of his work was attributed to him. Modern art historians began to raise questions about Joshua Johnston when J. Hall Peasants, an art historian in Baltimore, recognized that there were similarities in painting styles in a number of unsigned colonial portraits. He began a search of the city's directories, newspaper advertisements, libraries, county records, and other sources to find information about Johnston. Finally, in 1971, the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. located a portrait with Johnston's signature on it. Now, more than 50 oil portraits are attributed to Joshua Johnston. A number of his paintings are held by the Maryland Historical Society, the Corcoran Gallery of Art, and private collectors. Joshua Johnston painted the world as he saw it, through the eyes and faces of wealthy white folks. Yep. So his pictures wasn't like good times. The art right there, his pictures was like white folks in their wide brim hat, staring up at the sun like they really can go out there in it. Them was like the pictures of wealthy white folks. Probably had a vase of flowers on the mantle back there or some shit. Yeah. Wow. And his name was Joshua Johnston, the first black college graduate. Okay, let's keep an eye on the time and stuff because, we're going outside today. Yeah, we got maybe 20, 30 minutes. We're wrapping it up, though. This is going to be the last one right here. Oh, you don't like the FBA? The FBA began their history in America 1526. Most Black Americans have indigenous roots. It is a myth that we all descend from African slaves. My history in the country goes back further than 1526. See, I didn't know when it started and stuff. As far as I know, everybody just came up with all of these labels and stuff. I don't know which one is which, I'm soon to say that might be in a box. Everything is in a box. It's so many divisions and stuff with us, honey. Ain't nothing reached me. By the time I woke up with Trayvon Martin and Terrence and them and stuff, I had nothing reached me. No. For a minute there, I kept wondering, what is this standing for? FBA, the Foundation of Black Americans. I need to be writing them down too, don't I? Let me just write it down. FBA, 1526. What's the other one? ADOS? Ascending, the descendants of slaves and stuff. I have to write that year down in two and stuff. Because the what is it? Chronological order. See, why y'all don't know? All the division with everybody. Oh, and then, we have the Pan-Africans. Yep, then we got the Pan-Africans because one of my other mentors teaches a lot about Pan-Africanism and stuff. So, yeah, it's a whole lot with me. And I'm just like, wow, well, when did y'all get all these branches up on this tree? Why y'all let these people split all these branches up on this tree? The religion itself is so confusing. It's so complex to me. Just having to understand y'all's religion. Because I know I'm going to have to learn a little bit about Yahweh so I can identify Yahweh from Yahushua. It's just a lot. Can we just say whose side we on? Is we on our ancestors' side or is we on their oppressors? Their murderers' side, their genociders' side? It's a lot. I'm like, shit, I'm already 52 years old. Start your channel then, teaching us the differences about the FBA, the ADOS, and Pan-Africans. Be sure to put the time in there and stuff. So, yeah, I'll do some research on that and stuff too. But if I tell you, I ain't going to be in neither one of them boxes, then I ain't going to be in the box. That's just how it is. But, yeah, I'm going to see who comes first. I don't know. With somebody going to resonate with something. If it irritates me, I ain't going to hold neither one of them. Because I'm from the cosmos anyway. Before any sound was even uttered, the cosmos was there. So, that's the same with Jesus and all that, all of that and stuff, The cosmos was there before it was a sound even uttered. The only sound you heard was the star when it went, or the rainbows and stuff being formed. Because, the rainbow got to go in the, them was the only sounds if you heard anything. Or the black hole. And then it draw everything in and stuff like into the black hole and stuff, them was the only sounds. It wasn't no sound like Yeshua. I don't see where the sound come from, where the names come from. So, yeah, I just rather say, cosmic energy, it ain't even in no box. I just call it cosmic energy. But I will put forth an effort to learn from y'all. But I don't see, what if I resonate with all of them? Then what y'all gonna say? Oh, y'all, we gonna give her something different. Oh, she just crazy as hell. What then? If I resonate with the FBA, the ADOS, and the Pan-Africans. And then I don't know, yeah. You know, you see how difficult that is? It's making it so much complex. But I will put in the effort for it and stuff because I truly want to know, you know. And is y'all going to put in the effort too? Or you just fully sure that that's who you are, that's what you are? What? Oh, King Crimes, you know, I was thinking that too about the check. Cut the check and stuff, but we better not hold our breath because they still playing games with us about the check. But truly, if white people and other folks really want to, you know, show their sincerity to Black America, if they really want to get 92% back out there with them and stuff, I don't know. They probably all need to raise up and hold their head up and say, cut the check. I mean, you know, they got to do something. All this time, you know, people have not been sincere with Black America. They have not made an effort. They have not tried to resolve a whole lot of these issues that they asked done caused. You know, I know, you know, we was the ones that were getting up putting WAP on first thing in the morning, you know, all that bullshit and stuff. But, you know, white folks and other folks, they manipulated us. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned and stuff, you know, that's what they can do. They don't mean they going to do it because, you know, things done went so far along now. Hell, the New World Order is literally, you know, right here above our head. It's pretty soon it's going to be right above us. The New World Order is like, you know, it's almost where it's supposed to be. And then we're going to hear the siren go out like, it ain't going to be the trumpet. People talking about, we waiting on the trumpet of God. No, it don't make no sense to me. You know, Black folk, we got to wake up. Yeah, we got to wake up. Just make sure we here after the motherfucking apocalypse. Have some Black babies. Make sure we here after this apocalypse. All right? Somebody's going to have to decide how to disable these robots anyway. Who mind can actually think on the level to just stop a helicopter right there in the sky? Stop. And the whole motherfucker stopping, the blade just still turning. Simeon Toko did it. Your energy, Black America, your energy trumps all other energy. All other energy on this planet right here. Man-made energy. You can stop it. All the superheroes we've been learning about and stuff on TV. Shit, I'm ready to stop some shit. I'm ready to open them doors up when your ass be crying, please, open the door. I'm already know what you're saying. You can't get out of them Tesla cars. I'm already be knowing, honey. I hope I be so tuned in with the cosmos and stuff. You know, I can just look at the door. Open your ass up. And the door opened up, you can get out. You know, maybe I just grab it and just yank it off. You know, but it's us. It's our energy that everything needs. That's it and that's all. You know, I don't know. It just came. Yeah, but let's read anyway because we got to go. The first Black college graduate, and then after this right here, we're going to read it. And it ain't even long. The first African-American to graduate from an American college was Alexander Lucius Twilight. And then they came up with that Twilight movie. The first African-American to graduate from an American college was Alexander Lucius Twilight. Yes. He was also the nation's first elected Black representative. Born free in Bradford, Vermont in 1795, Twilight received a bachelor's degree from Middlebury College in 1823. And I knew a Twilight in my life. Yes, beautiful. I loved the Twilight. She used to look like Shaka Khan to me. Yeah, Twilight. He taught school in Peru, New York. He later studied theology and was licensed to preach by the Presbyterian Church. In 1829, he became principal of the Orleans County Grammar School in Brownington, Vermont, and served as a minister of a local congregation as well. Twilight led a fundraising campaign for a new, larger intermediate school named the Brownington Academy. He shepherded the building of the 3-story granite structure with little funding from public or private sources. Twilight served in the Vermont State Legislature from 1836 to 1837, then returned to his educational and ministerial career. Wow. And his name is Alexander Lucius Twilight. And that's what they called him, Twilight. You can remember if you know the movie Twilight, you can kind of assimilate him with that movie and kind of get your own understanding of his history. And that way you'll remember him. Other people remember him when you tell them his story and how you remembered it and they seen that movie Twilight. I use a lot of them things right there to help me remember. Okay, this right here is the last one, y'all, because check this out. The first Black woman doctor. Who is it? Okay. Oh no, because it's off. I'm on air right now. I'll come down in about 30 minutes. Peace. The first Black woman doctor. For centuries, the best medical services available to Blacks were faith healers. Ooh, faith healers. Witch doctors, midwives, and herbalists. See, we got to get away from medicine. You got to get away from medicine. I know we're looking for that one book, Medical Apartheid. Yeah, I got it wrote in our book, Medical Apartheid. Y'all, we're going to be reading that too. This right here, just confirmation. We about to go. Hold on. Public policies and laws prohibited Black people from attending medical schools and legally practicing medicine. However, a few Black men and women broke the barriers and became medically trained doctors. The first African-American woman to earn a medical degree was a native of Richmond, Virginia, Rebecca Lee. Oh, honey, Rebecca Lee. She graduated from the New England Women's Medical College. Let me read that again, because it's different. She graduated from the New England Women's Medical College in Boston, Massachusetts in 1864. After practicing medicine for several years, Dr. Lee published a book of medical discourses which advised women how to care for themselves and their children. Dr. Lee was a credit to her gender, the Black race, and to the human race. Dr. Lee. And what's that other one that be on? Dr. Lee be busting them pimples and stuff like that. I digress. I won't say too much more, but yes, we just reading and learning this stuff, and I'm not really rushing myself with this because a lot of this right here, I didn't even know it anyway. I'm going to do repetition because that's how I learn. I draw out the drafts and stuff when they be doing the graphs on the videos we be looking at. Yeah, I have to put it out so I can see it because learning, it's got to come different to all of us, but we got to be willing to do it. And I just thank y'all for your patience and your presence for being here because if you wouldn't, I'd be here by myself, which the ancestors said I only need 2 people. They made this very easy for me. I don't have to have a lot of people here with me and stuff. They just said 2 people, just like you need 2 people for church. And you talk about Jesus Christ all day long. And they just like, yeah, you get 2 people, you can start. And so as long as I got 2 people on there, I start and stuff. And y'all look at Harriet Tubman. Y'all remember Harriet went through, and I'm just going to get my receipts. Y'all know Harriet was visiting her cousin in New York, and she saw white folks done found out where Charles Nails was at, and they sent some bounty hunters to get him. And Harriet was visiting her cousin, and she seen him. And yeah, they went in, and they saved Charles. Yeah, that's Harriet Tubman. She the first one in the book. A woman of courage. Yeah, honey. Harriet was walking. Her cousin already knew it when they seen all them people walking, and Harriet felt it in the air. I imagine the hair on the back of her neck stood up. She probably felt something was going on and stuff. And honey, she got to looking and watching out. And she saw them white folks had Charles like this right here, walking him to the jail. They finna take him back down south to his owners and stuff. So he had escaped slavery. He was working somewhere. He had been working there for years and years. The people in the town loved him. He was trustworthy. He was dependable and stuff. Charles Nails. And he had went to the bread store to get some bread. And he never came back. So the white people and stuff and the Black people in the town and stuff, they all loved him and stuff. And then they found out, oh, they got Charles and stuff. They sending him back to slavery and stuff. So everybody was like, oh, hell no, not Charles. So that's what Harriet seen when her cousin was walking to the town center. They were just going to get them some fruits and stuff, some bananas and some apples and stuff, some shit like that. And stuff. Just going to the town center. And yeah, Harriet seen all them people and stuff, and they had already tipped Harriet off. She was like, something is strange about the air here. I don't know if she felt they wind coming through, Cause you know they were walking down that road like Miss Seeley, the woman, Sophia, on the color purple, honey. All of them were walking. The dirt was kicking up and everything. And Harriet and her cousin were coming the other way, but she felt the electricity in the air. She got to looking and stuff. That's when she seen way over there and stuff. All them white men and stuff, they were walking in honey, they had Charles surrounded and they had him like this way, and they were walking him through, and he was looking, he was scared, he was terrified. Because they were telling him what they were going to do to him, but they like, we're not going to do nothing to you. Your master wants you back, boy. You know what's going to happen when we get you to your master and stuff. So he was scared and stuff. So Harriet ended up, I don't know, her cousin already knew who she was and what was finna go down and stuff. Harriet ended up in front of all them people, y'all. It was like 400 people going to save Charles. How come Harriet ended up in front of all them people? Yes, she did, honey. I don't know how it happened. She slowed down. They caught up with her. But when she ended up in front of them, it's like she was leading all of their asses. All of them were going for, you know it and stuff. Harriet done got in between the guards. Done got up to Charles and was holding on to him herself. And she would tell him, you hold on, brother. We all here. She was talking fast to him. Because they didn't know who she was. She didn't know who they was. She was just letting them know, yeah, we all here and we finna get you. You finna live today. You ain't gonna die today. And he was just scared and stuff. And at the same time, she was shaking them guards loose and stuff. As soon as she got to shaking them loose, one of them lost their grip. And Charles got down and he was gone, honey. He ran straight to the back. I don't know if all them people lifted him up and toted him and put his ass on that boat. But he was on the boat going across the river and stuff. It probably was a few people on the boat with him. You know, 2 or 3, like, I'm going to get on there with him. You know, they probably got on there with him and stuff too. But Harriet, they were beating Harriet down and stuff. Honey, yeah, they were beating Harriet down. I don't know if the rest of the people came and saved Harriet. Maybe she jumped up and knocked all their asses out. But you know, Harriet kept her shit under her skirt. Harriet kept her piece under her skirt. Honey, you know how you have forks in your boots. Harriet had her knife, her gun, her bow, and arrow under her skirt. Under her petticoats. Harriet got them off of them, honey. Then Harriet got in the boat. Yep. Soon as Charles got across the river, because it was a little small river. Now, the people on the other side of the river, they already knew. Oh, it's a nigger escaping. Yeah, they'll get him. They'll get him. He can't swim across this river. But see, things had happened different. You know, it probably had been some. They done shot him down in the lake. They trying to swim over to the other side. They done shot him down. They done ran over him with their boats. All kind of crazy shit. But Charles got to the other side. They were waiting on him, though. Because they automatically knew if something's happening, it's a nigger. It's a black man. He's escaping. So that's all they look for. Because they know they not going to do no uproar for no white people. No, white people, you can get out there, get drunk, hurt each other, kill each other. They ain't going to do no uproar like that. So they were waiting on Charles. As soon as he docked on that shore, as soon as he rolled up, honey, they grabbed him off of the boat. The little ship he was on, the little boat, took his ass to it's like a 2-story, maybe a 3-story wall of a house. It's like a old-timey cavern or something, a jailhouse maybe. So, honey, they had him, they rushed him in through there, and then they done took him up to the 2nd floor and stuff because they know he going back to his owner. They already, I don't know how they knew, but everybody knew that he going back to his master. You know, can't nobody kill him, can't nobody sell him and stuff. They tried to buy his freedom because all of the black people that was on the other side of the river, they done made it over there too. Harriet done made it over there. Honey, Harriet and them 400 black people, they automatically knew where he was at because at first they were like, well, how we going to find him? How we going to find him when we get over there? But Harriet already knew. Harriet knew once she see all the people that's over there, them white folks and stuff that's over there, and they know, oh, yeah, they got him in there. And they spit that tobacco out and stuff. Yeah, they got him in there. He's in there. He's not going anywhere. Yeah, they got him. Oh, that nigga's going to get his. Harriet knew they was talking about Charles Nails. She didn't even know his name at the time, y'all. She didn't know who he was. She just knew he was a brother. Honey, Harriet started walking like Sophia on Color Purple, going to save Charles. Like she told him she was going to do. She told Charles, you ain't dying today. You ain't dying today. You're going to get away. You're going to have a family. You're going to have some kids. You're going to be successful. You're going to be free. You gonna live on. And she meant every word of it. People just got behind Harriet. They didn't know. They were wondering, who is that little mean woman? Why she keep coming out in the front? Yeah, let's go with her. So shit, everybody was behind Harriet again, y'all. Soon as they got up to the building, y'all, They tried to ask, can we buy him? Can we? Everybody was handing up their money and everything, y'all. Everybody, can we buy him? We'll buy his freedom. He been here working with us for over 10 years. We love Charles Nails. You know, we need him. He's part of this community. But people like, nah, he's going back to his master. They want him back. And I imagine they were saying, well, come on, Tommy. We've been families for a long time. Your family, my family. And you know, I say he's a good man. He's a good man. Well, it don't matter, Tommy. He's going back to his slavery and stuff. Because, see, it was just a river separating them. So people knew how they worked in that area and stuff. So, but the black people in the community, honey, they were handing up money. They were handing up coins, dollars, jewelry. They were handing up beads and stuff. Somebody even pulled their tooth out their mouth because they had a little piece of gold in it and handed that up there and stuff. They had it in sacks, hats, socks, shirts, just sending money up there to Charles Nails. But then they were like, nah, he's going back to his master and stuff. So they were like, well, fuck it then. We gonna get a lawyer. So they got a lawyer. Admitted, just like that. Somebody in the crowd, I'm a lawyer. I'll be his lawyer. I'm his lawyer. So, you know, yep, we got to have this trial before we send him back to his slave master and stuff. So they were like, okay, well, that's what we're going to have to do. That's what we're going to have to do. But see, the mob were coming to get Charles Nails and stuff. And they had Charles on the second floor, and Charles was looking out the window, y'all, seeing all these throngs of people. Because it wasn't just the 400 people and Harriet that was on his side. It was all of the mob, too. The mobs done made it over there. They done came around and stuff, you know. They done made it over there. So they out there hollering, we want the nigger off with his head. His master wants him back now. Boy, we're here for you. And Charles was looking down at all of that and stuff, you know. And Harry and them was at the front and stuff. But once they said, no, we can't take the money. And they said, oh, we're going to get him a lawyer then. They was like, the lawyer at least going to hold them off so they can't take him nowhere and stuff. But then see, all of a sudden, Harry and them like, no, you ain't even taking it no more. We can't even wait for the trial because the mob was out there to get him. And the mob only wanted to lynch him. If the master ain't going to get him, then we going to get him. So, honey, Harry and them bust through the door. Honey, they just pushed through the door on the first floor and stuff. But Charles went down there. He was up on the second floor because he was looking down at her. And Charles didn't know what to do. He heard them all when they came down the first floor. When they all came in, because, you know, they were talking and stuff. Where is he? Where is he? You know, and they got to fighting with a few little guardsmen that was on the first floor and stuff. But Harry and them went on up to the second floor. As soon as they got to the second floor, I don't know what happened, but Bubba came out from behind Harry. Harry, he pushed her to the side a little bit. He, boom, he kicked the whole door off the hinges. And soon as he stepped through, the sheriff that was right here cut him down. Because Charles was standing over there. And they had Charles, you know, he couldn't do nothing. He was just wrapped up in some rope and stuff, you know, like that right there. So when he looked through the door, he heard them coming. And his first thought was, oh, Lord, they're coming to get me again. They want my body. What is these people not going to do to get to my body? So he was looking at the door. But it was Bubba that kicked the door in. But as soon as he seen that, his eyes just lit up, y'all. He felt so much pride and love and faith, loyalty for his people. But as soon as he looked up, it was gone like that because the sheriff behind the door had a hatchet in his hand, and he cut Bubba down. Bubba fell down, but the door propped open. The door wasn't shut. So the rest of the people came in. Harry went straight for Charles. Honey, Harry went straight for Charles like that, scooped him up like a bag of potatoes and shot out the door. But the other blacks was coming through the door. Oh, they started attacking the guards that was in there. The sheriff that cut Bubba down with that hatchet, oh, they fucked him up. But Harriet had Charles over her shoulders and stuff because he was all wrapped up, and so he couldn't even run. Yep, he couldn't even take no steps. And so I don't think he was sitting down because the way she came through there and she just scooped him up over her shoulder. Yeah, it would have said the chair would have splintered if I'd have had that vision stuff. But anyway, she scooped Charles up and she took out through the back of the house. Now, they didn't even know where they was at. Harriet had never been there before. She didn't know the layout of that house. But you remember when Harriet was young, and she was helping a black slave escape, a black man, because she was in the store and stuff, and the master, or the man that owned the store, he threw a bag of sugar at Harriet Tubman, for real, and they call her Minty. I think that was Minty, and it hit her right there, so she always had fainting spells when she led the slaves to freedom. Sometimes Harriet just passed out, have a fainting spell, and the slaves didn't leave her or nothing, you know, they stayed there and waited till she came back to, and she'll come back to and tell them, yeah, we go this way, we go that way. You know, when she would fall out like that, it would be because she need to get some needed download for them and stuff. So she knew exactly where she was going in that house. Yes, honey. Harriet came out the back door and kicked the whole door off the hinges. I ain't gonna kick it too much because I don't want to break my laptop shit. But yes, that's what happened. Now the people that was outside the back had a stagecoach already ready. I don't know. Maybe they were like, yeah, we're gonna help them get away. Whatever side they come out on, we're gonna have them a getaway stagecoach or a buggy or something. I don't know. But the door they came out, honey, the people were standing right there with the reins. Yeah, with the reins. And Harriet grabbed the reins, honey. She threw Charles up there and stuff. Seemed like she had 3 hands. Yeah, she just hoisted his ass up there, grabbed them reins, and she was up there, and they were taking off. They were riding, honey, on the stagecoach and stuff. But then the thing about it is, in the house and stuff, they were still fighting. Oh, they were still fighting because they done found out everybody on the 2nd floor. But see, Harriet gone. Harriet gone. They got to step over Bubba in the doorway and stuff. They fighting the guards in there and stuff. The white people that came across the river, the ones that wasn't in the house fighting and stuff, oh, honey, they outside chasing the stagecoach. Some white folks was on the river and stuff. Oh, yeah, we'll catch them up there around the bend because they ain't made it across the river yet. They asses are literally on the rowboat, rowing. So they on their rowboats and they shooting their guns and stuff. White folks that's got stagecoaches, they on their stagecoaches, some of them even running, shooting their rifles and stuff at the stagecoach, honey, while Harriet and Charles Nails is getting away to freedom. But they got him away to freedom and stuff. Charles lived a long life, y'all. They got him to Canada. He ended up in Canada. He lived a long life. He got married. He had some babies and stuff. And his babies grew up to be healthy, brilliant. Yeah, they were all successful. But, you know, they saved his life and stuff. Charles Nails, Nailles. Harriet Tubman did. Everywhere Harriet went, she was on the lookout. Everywhere Harriet went, she was on the lookout. It didn't say nothing about her cousin no more. After her cousin was like, yep, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. She gonna do what she gonna do and stuff, you know. We gonna let her. And they were ready when Harriet made it back home and stuff, you know, and got her rested and rejuvenated. And then they took her on back home. She went on back home down south and stuff. But that was her visit. And it happened. It was true. So, you know, yeah, just keep a song in your heart, y'all, and stay grateful. You always got something to be grateful for. Think of any one of your ancestors. Because that's your gratitude. That's my gratitude. You know, that sun out there, if that sun don't remind you of nothing else, let it remind you that it's you. It's for you. Y'all my son. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do when these people block the sun out. You know, what are we going to do when they block the sun out? Because the sun is our battery. The sun is my battery. You know, when the sun ain't out there, so I just think about black people. You already know it. There go Face again. What she talking about? Black people. What she think about? Black people. What's on your mind? Black people. And then Facebook want to ask you, well, what's on your mind today? Black people. But, you know, I love y'all and I thank y'all. I'm not going to keep y'all no more longer. Sure ain't, because we're going to go out and get us some sun. If you can, get your most sun in the early daytime. That way it ain't so high and the rays won't, you know, be so harsh on you and stuff. You know, that's what Brother Yaki said and stuff. I thought it was 12 o'clock. You know, I'd be out in the sun all day in the summertime. It's cold as hell out there right now. But, you know, yeah, the sun also increases your mitochondrial DNA. Yep, I didn't know it either. Oh, let me tell you about singing so you can keep a song in your heart. We're going to go real fast right here. Singing joyful, expressive songs can nourish your heart, balance your emotions, and uplift your spirit. Honey, I know we all got a song we can sing. I want to sing right now. Singing helps expand the lungs and improve your oxygen intake. You know, I've been telling us we breathing like white folks. Our nose going to be that skinny in another 5 to 7 years. We better sing some songs and stuff, at least get some oxygen into our lungs. You know, we doing too much. You know, you better check yourself or you wreck yourself, Black America. I'm just saying. Singing helps regulate emotions like frustration, anger, and stress. You ain't got to keep that anger and stress in you. You frustrated? Honey, sing James Brown if you want to. If you need to sing James Brown Payback, sing it. It ain't going to do nothing but, you know, regulate them emotions and stuff. It ain't going to make you go out there and kick nobody's ass. James wasn't nothing, nowhere violent. Going out there kicking somebody's ass. If he probably had a little arc in it. Well, he probably beat up some of his women. I don't know. I'm just saying you ain't gonna go out there and do no damage to nothing and you know, cause no racial riots and stuff like that because you singing payback, you know. Now I done wrote a whole little song for it. I done revised the whole words to that song and stuff. Kidneys. Singing, y'all, can strengthen kidney energy. Honey, when you singing and you hitting those high notes, hit me. Your kidneys doing the same thing. I know, right? The same vocal expression that your throat making, your throat chakra, your kidneys doing the same. Yep, it sure will. Hey, I'm just saying, gratitude gonna shield you from negativity. You ain't got to think about nothing. Worry about nothing getting to you when you grateful. Grateful for your paycheck, your groceries, your babies, your loved one, whatever. You know, being grateful make you 25% happier. You don't need nobody there beside you to make you happy. Black America. You don't. I thought that too, but you don't. I'm going to tell you why. Yep. I'll probably explain it to you. I know. We getting on up out of here. Yeah, we like 5 minutes past leaving right now. But I'm just going to go through this fast because I'd like for you to know this. When you're grateful, it makes you 25% happier because everything else that's similar to whatever you're grateful for, like I'm grateful for my paycheck. Yeah, I'm grateful for my paycheck. And it makes me so happy when I think about my paycheck. So yeah, I'm finna get more of the similar. You know, I got a lot of stuff I'm grateful for. Don't just get it twisted that I'm just grateful for my paycheck. Oh, I'm grateful for y'all. Honey, I'm grateful for everything. Yeah, so see, that red just opens the door so more of the similar can come to you because everybody want to be appreciated. Everybody, everything want to be appreciated. You know, energy wants to be appreciated. The cosmos wants to be appreciated. Our ancestors want to be appreciated. So see, everything that you're grateful for, the cosmos send you more of that. That's like, you know, if your ass just evil and grouchy and, you know, and complaining all the time and stuff, then you're going to get more of that, you know. Yeah, I'm not evil, complainer or nothing like that. I'm not mean or nothing, you know. I love my people. I get pissed to think that all of us, I mean, every last one of us been made a fool of. I can understand if it's just me. It might take me a couple of times to know that shit, you know, your ass the one that's been stealing my money. It might take me a few times, but my mama, my grandmama, my great-grandmama, my great-granddaddy, everybody. No, see, I got a problem with that shit. I got a problem with it, you know, the betrayal. Yeah, but you know, gratitude makes you at least 25% happier. You don't need nobody else for that. Just be grateful of what you got and more will come to you. Yeah, we happy to see other people. We love to see us. I love to see us. It do make me happier when I see y'all, but it's on top of that 25% happier. Yeah, I keep myself happier. You see, that way when you do leave and stuff, you know, and hell, you done chose Karen over me. I'm just playing. Because you know that shit hurt. You know, that shit hurt now, for real. But, you know, so when you do leave and stuff, you know, I still got my 25% happier. You know, hey, it ain't nothing shit. Just cry here. Play Key Sweat for a week straight if you must. You know, cry it all out and stuff. And you still got your 25% happier. You know, it's a new day. Nina Simone says, a new day. Yeah, you know, being grateful, y'all, it rewires your brain. It eliminates stress. It heals you when you being grateful. It improves sleep, boosts self-esteem, and your performance. Can't nobody tell you nothing when you grateful because you on top of it. You got more coming to you. Come over there, oh, you made a mistake. Oh, that ain't no mistake, honey. That's the remix. Yeah, that ain't no mistake. That's the precise one right there. You know, because it boosts your performance up and stuff. You know, that's just how it is. Being grateful enhances law of attraction and it improves your relationships. Any relationship. Yep, it improves it and stuff. So yeah, just keep a song in your heart, Black American stuff, and just know that all of these lies and manipulations, honey, yeah, everything is finally finna be in its place and stuff. We finally finna be restored to our greatness. We must be. Who else? And I do believe we are going to survive this. Why wouldn't we? Why would the cosmos leave us to our own devices, our own train of thought, knowing that we've been so traumatized by these people, the very people that have literally made a heart weather device to put up into space and manipulate the weather. Do you know how far they have gone in this manipulation? And it's done activated the cosmos. It's done further activated the cosmos. The cosmos was warming up because we unable to help ourselves. So the cosmos has been warming up. But once they did that, it kind of like tipped the balance. Like, it kind of like tipped the balance, and the cosmos is fully activated now, and yeah, it's on our side. So all we need to do is hone in and allow it to. Get it out of a box if you can. I don't know. But for me, I don't put cosmic energy in a box. I sure don't. I'm ready. I'm waiting. Yeah, son, I'm waiting. I want to be able to send a star. I'm going to send it right where it need to be going to. I'm just saying, yeah, let's just live in our greatness and look for it. Look for your greatness because it's in you. Everybody wants you to think it's not, but trust me, it's in you. Do your knowledge, do your due diligence, and go out and get you some nature. I'm going to go out right now. Yeah. But peace and power to the people. And maybe I'll see y'all tonight and stuff, because I do miss reading, the racial violence in the United States. We ain't got that much to finish. Look, we so close to the end, ain't I know right out here. Don't be getting tired of it now, face shit, But I might be on tonight and stuff, and we're going to read some more of that. But peace and power to the people. Good day, everyone. I love you all so much. Let's go get us some sun, because, we like to rejuvenate. We got to. Let's go rejuvenate.